So N.
All right, welcome back,
I
folks. This is going to be
G.
a thing that we're doing. So yeah.
G
E.
R.
Hello.
By your powers combine, I
Alright.
am a black person.
Okay.
Okay.
Well done, yeah. So, last week the gang went out and got some
Sorry.
lunch.
Yes.
They also killed a big angry robot scarecrow thing
Mhm.
and collected some, roadkill.
It was some good shit.
Yum!
Jörg has not been with us for a couple of weeks, so if anyone wants to quickly fill him in on anything else that may have happened.
IRA
The
carbon
teal deer, if
does
you
Yeah,
kill most of our
Jorg,
vehicles.
if you see the green boxes on top of the base,
What
we killed a
is that?
fucking robot.
Oh yeah, that.
Well, we're gonna call it an element. I'm gonna call
So
it.
that's a robot, and that's a fucking Tyrannid.
It's a
no, it's not.
somewhat
Ignore
ooh
this
looking
copyright.
squid.
So I
fly.
spent 2 weeks working over my erectile disjunction and everything's on fire.
Not been that long, you'd have starved to death.
Yumemge.
Well,
Yes.
it's on
Well,
fire.
anyone-
It's more.
Think about copyright, this clearly has wings and tiny
Yep.
little feet.
It looks
I
sufficient.
don't care, looks like a fucking Tyrannid.
It looks
also
way
derpy
cuter than his own
and
trope. So
Has the designation in my book as the Hive Boy.
AKA the big brain nibble.
okay.
Confirm
So
nor
Scott,
deny.
we have inventory autism to do apparently.
Yeah, I'll say I'm assuming it will have been another day. So if you want to dock,
More rations from the cart. Yeah.
20, yeah. Which I think the rations are currently set up as per day rather than per meal.
Okay, food is non-applicable. That's a problem. Why does it say that?
I think Pastor edited it. I'm gonna check.
I had not edited it. I was not aware. I was still just
Huh.
expecting on this.
I think we had 120 left or 109 or something.
You had no food, and then you got food last session. I'm gonna check the pins.
Because we had like
Uh,
150 ration bars, like 150 meals or something. Then we ate a bunch over a few days and had about 110.
I know
left.
you'd eaten most of them in the time that you'd been on the planet. I know you got a few more, but then you also ate those. Because there's a thing, there's 9 people.
Yeah, and some that aren't always available for sessions, so they still eat into our food.
I think we'd said we had 4 days of food that you'd recently acquired of those deers, so if you want to put that down to 3 now?
So we got 3 days of food. Should I just put
Yeah.
3 days of food? All right. Okay.
I'll
Let's
say
see
there's
what's
just a
in
lot
these.
of you, it's awkward.
Okay, let me double check what gear we all had last time, because I basically made an executive decision to just give us all fuck ton more gear than we have standard issue. Midnight, you can carry 2 med kits if you like.
Alright.
If you want to requisition anything else, like any extra ammo or stuff, it's fine. I'll just edit it.
Basically, if everyone goes through the inventory on their own, saves it, and then exits, then all the changes get updated properly and don't override each other, which I saw happen in the Black Crusade game when I was editing something and so was Gren, so nothing changed.
That's fine.
Yay! Yeah,
It's
so
not a
what is your
Google Doc.
intention for today so I can make sure my maps are up to date?
Okay,
Because you're
so
kind
I
of
think,
at a point of lots of things could happen.
Anyway, so since you guys decided to dick around hunting rather than hunt down the guys who blew up everything we have, we should probably go and pay them a visit and go collect.
Yeah, we can do some recon and find out where the fuck these terrorists are
I
at.
was told we were reconning and getting equipment, so.
Yeah.
Don't we have a motherfucking inventory to fucking
Yes.
figure out first?
It's more the inventory is relevant, so you can decide what you're taking with you to deal with any problems. But if you're going hunting, you're probably not going to need a heavy machine gun.
We have 2 rockets and RPG left. I think we should leave that out as a patrol item.
Yeah.
Along with the LMG. Like, let's just go heavy on this one in case we run into some trouble. So make sure you all have 7.62 rifles, because we have a bunch more of them.
Yep, I'm carrying 2 AKs, one with the stock, one without a stock.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna take also.
Hey, Mr. DM, do I have carrying straps on these or no?
The assumption is they have some form of carrying strap, but you're still limited to... You have 2 shoulders and 2 hands.
Alright.
So video game logic.
Yeah, basically, if I look at your character sheet and you're carrying 6 different guns that are not pistols, I'm gonna be like, so where's the duffel bag then?
Oh, wait, can we do the Call of Duty Black Ops rule where my character also has a 44 Magnum for quick time events?
I think we all have them, weirdly enough, actually.
Yeah, you've got 16mm
We all have
sidearms that no
pistols,
one
yeah.
has yet to replace, and I have either forgotten or neglected to issue any terrestrial
7.62
firearms
pistols,
for
like-
pistols.
Yeah.
Nope. I've been begging for a sawed-off semi-auto 12 gauge, but
Yeah, I know Nollis was saying about that, and I've been meaning to look at the stats, which do exist.
Right. Okay. Who wants to carry the LMG? It's basically an autism fight between Pasta and Jörg, or who gets to use it. I suggest, if we're going to be all gay and diplomatic about this, you each take in turns until we get a second one.
You can take it.
So Jörg,
I'm the
you take
sniper,
it,
so clearly I'm best not using the LMG in this scenario.
Yep, that's fair enough. I guess I'll
You
hold on
should give
to
me the LMG.
Says the sniper.
I don't think you're proficient with it, but I could be
Nope.
wrong.
Never mind them.
I think it's just Jörg and Pasta, sadly.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's just
the
troopers,
marksman
engineers.
doesn't really go in for the heavy machine guns, whereas the
Maybe
trooper
for-
and the combat engineer can.
Oh, you've clearly never played Arma 3.
So, right, RPG. Thumper, do you want to hold on to the RPG then?
On
don't think
second
it's
thought, I guess
proficiency.
I'll be taking one AK instead of 2.
Going in light. So if anybody
So-
else wants to use the RPG, go right on ahead.
So I have the RSA 74U statted, the one without the stock. Is there a difference in stats for one with the stock if I switch out instead?
Not functionally, but there should be a slight increase. Yeah. Let me check.
I guess it's just the ergonomics is different on it.
Yeah, let me compare the single fire with the unstocked one to the generic issue one.
We have 3 people watching currently. Fantastic.
Okay.
Probably us 3 again.
There are apparently... that's neutral. That's neutral. That's also neutral. So you're taking the stocked one, you say?
Yep.
Cool.
So I have to
Apparently,
delete-
when I've
delete
written in the
one.
stats for these, I had fucked it up. So...
Oh.
Or maybe I hadn't, and I'm just blind.
Yeah, I have to delete the 3-round burst it says on single.
I've just seen the... Yeah, it does say 3-round burst.
Not anymore.
Yeah, it's a plus 10 to hit on single fire. It's
Yep.
like you're a really good shot or something.
Yeah, I'm only
With
the
your
dickhead
20 on dexterity.
jumping wall to wall whenever I'm in space because I know I have weirdly high amounts of dex.
Yep. So in your 50-foot movement speed. Jesus Christ. I feel like I should edit that into 3-foot intervals.
Dude, I'm like the albino Usain Bolt.
Wait, do we have a Titanfall pilot?
Um,
Okay,
I
so
hope you know.
if you are I guess, de-utilizing any equipment. If you want to add it to the inventory, if it's not
Yeah.
going to be on your person. Obviously, leave the macros up if you want to. It's mainly just your inventory.
Yep. It's
I think
Uh,
this
so-
pasta has a really good system for that I've only seen once
Is
because I
there
barely
an
ever have to look
inven-
at pasta.
Is there an inventory stat? Oh, there is the bottom. Cool.
What I've just
Yeah,
been
the
doing so far is
inventory
just
handout.
put brackets patrol, which means it's out in the field with us, basically.
Oh, there you go. 4 days worth of deer meat is at the bottom of the other stack.
Okay.
36 chunks. Well,
You individually tracked the chunks.
Well, it was like said.
Well, I guess we have a breakfast of that then.
Okay, I put my stockless AK in the inventory.
Okay,
I just know the camera.
I think we're almost ready to go. Right. So who the hell wants to ride in the car?
So can I take the...
Wait, do we know anywhere for the distance? Is there any tracks we can follow?
as far as I'm aware, no one ever looked into it.
I'll look into it now then, I guess.
Can we look into it?
Investigation?
Yeah, the investigation. It's going to be
Alright.
a tricky one because there's
Yeah,
a
it's
road.
been 2
If
weeks.
they
as
came
well.
via the road, it'll be very hard to track their footprints.
Well,
So I
Everyone
can
will-
take the...
I'm not a road enemy.
oh, well,
So
there you
I
go.
Okay. So, if Jörg wants to roll as well for investigation.
Okay, I'm just... let me find my sheet.
How well
I
do you
generally
know
have
the
two
roads?
tabs open, one of the screen to look at and one of the screen to click the things.
So, investigation.
When I start running out of NPCs and just throw the Black Crusade crew at you guys.
That would be, well,
Because I have the avatars for
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
okay, so what I'm going to say is that Jörg and Midnight, while they were sitting in the base, while you guys were out hunting, basically had a look around and noticed that although there was, obviously the fight to the south side, there's quite a lot of spent brass around the north and east corners as well. So, take from that what you will.
Yeah, because I
Means
remember
that they surrounded
distinctly there
before
was
they
two
attacked. It
groups.
probably doesn't mean much.
Yeah, I think they just shot both directions to split us up or whatever, so yeah, it doesn't really help us too much.
As you've taken the road to the east that goes for some miles, and you saw just farmland and that one
rivers and bridge.
broken down truck that appeared to have been there for a few days.
Okay.
I suggest we
is-
go south this time.
We
To
should
the
probably take
south?
motorcycles. It'll be way quieter.
Uh,
or not.
Okay.
My armor logic is failing me. Never mind.
So...
Yeah, the bikes are always quiet in fucking Arma for some
As
reason.
opposed to in every other reality.
Can I just take the HMV?
I believe
I
that
mean,
was
I don't think-
Nola's, but
have
I
it.
guess I think it needs repairing.
Oh
to
wait,
be
before
fair.
we do anything, I want to check on our cannon and see if it's
Oh yeah, that's a good point. 'Cause
Oh,
I
no.
don't know if that's working yet.
can it is it will it fit, will it ship? I don't know. Will it blend?
Is it even
Traditionally,
intact?
there's not a bend to the barrel of a artillery piece.
Can I try to drag it out of the truck?
You can try. It weighs several £100.
Okay, lads, let's drag the cannon out and see if it's salvageable.
You have a go. It seems to be kind of just embedded in like the bits, because the truck jumped a couple of feet in the air when it went up, so everything's kind of melted and twisted.
Okay, can we use a hacksaw to try to saw it out?
I mean, possibly, but artillery pieces don't really work as the sword-off variant.
That's
Yeah.
what you think.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Are we sure we want to try this?
No.
I mean, we probably should try and recover the cannon, at least even if it's just for spare parts.
Yeah, we can always try to replace it with another different barrel as well.
Sure.
Is there some kind of test we can
Maybe
do
a
to
new
just
breach.
basically hack away at the bits where it's fused to the metal, just to at least recover the
should I
majority of the hull of the weapon?
What would
You
that be?
don't really have the tools for that.
Wait, the shop at the right didn't have anything.
No, it was very, very basic things. Nothing that would be substantial enough to do.
Would my repair kit do anything?
Your repair kit is basically a multi-tool, like a Swiss Army knife.
Huh.
Like mine.
As is everybody's, because they're basic gun maintenance ones.
Huh. Alright, I guess that's something to come back to later.
When we get psychic powers of whatever, telekinesis.
So I
like.
guess it'd be best if we go on foot since we're hunting people down.
Could do, actually. We could do a good old-fashioned foot patrol, sure.
So, did we take on... Can I just take the HMP?
So next session, you arrived at the...
The issue is we won't be able to bring loot. Well, to be fair, we're just going on patrol, so we don't necessarily have to attack straight away. We can figure out where they are,
So,
sneak away, and then bring the
just
vehicles for loot.
Just as a quick thing for my reference then, what is everyone taking with them in terms of substantial big stuff?
Yeah. I was just gonna ask, are you taking the heavy machine gun, dude?
I mean,
You
if
should
I
if you're going
can,
on patrol, I would.
if I can, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
And I'm
Alright.
gonna
The
use
SAS
light
take them on
machine.
patrol, so we can.
It's the one-
Intimidation factor.
The
It's,
SAS gas hostages.
Yep, that too. Which is also what
Yeah,
we do, so.
SSW 42.
Well, so do the Russians.
Pretty much any spec ops guys will do it. Like, it's within their authority.
Yeah. So what are you good at? Killing hostages. Oh.
And sending a message to terrorists. That's the whole idea behind it, pretty much.
We don't negotiate with hostages.
Oof. Right. Thumper, do you want to carry the tube? The rocket launcher?
I'm fine, unless you want to have the rocket launcher.
There's probably the RPG behind. Do we have any plastique or anything explosive?
No, this is the thing. The RPG's the only explosive we have at the minute. We've only got 2 rockets left.
That's the only
so,
thing we have.
Yeah,
Scott,
we might
do we have any fuel to make Molotovs or bottles or anything?
You have some diesel, you do not have any bottles.
Oh dear. They took
Apart
all
from
the
that
booze
one
bottles
shampoo
with them? What the
bottle
fuck?
that Nullus has.
What did you say, Scott?
I mean, Nullus has a mostly full shampoo bottle. That's about.
Okay, can we search the houses behind us for bottles?
They all seem to have been stripped bare
Hmm.
when you first looked through
This
them.
is very suspicious.
How
It's
can we make
unlikely that anything's come back.
flammable or explosive device? We've got to brainstorm on YouTube in front of everybody how to make explosives.
Okay, we just have 2 missiles on the
So
rocket
what
launcher.
are
I
Oh
mean-
wait, yeah, no, wait, that's a good idea. We have those artillery shells.
What?
really?
Fucking what?
Come on, dude. That's just retarded.
It's not retarded if it's killing hundreds
mean-
of people out in the Middle East. I mean,
If
Have
I
you
can
never heard of
somehow
an AD?
prime the detonators caps on them, you could improvise them as
Yeah.
high explosives, I
who has
guess.
the highest arcana here to make IEDs?
Me.
You do. All right, the Frenchman is going to make
I carry a
IEDs.
few shells of artillery.
Revolution.
Jesus Christ.
I have a 6 in Arcana.
All right. Scott, can we try to make IEDs?
I mean, how would you be wanting to be going about it? You have
All right,
11
so-
artillery shells.
We take the artillery shells and we put timers on them so they blow up in an area using the
Don't
brass
have
they're made out of.
timers.
Well, we can try to
Can
develop
we-
some way to make them explode.
Can we set up
without,
at least like a string or wire method and just
Yeah, it's something to make
like
them
some of
do.
they'll cook
Probably
off
not
the
an
detonate
artillery
cap
piece.
primer?
Scott, what are the stats exactly for the heavy machine gun? Because
I'll ram down for you. 1 second.
It's pretty beefy. It's probably the highest destructive thing next to RPG. So.
and
Yeah,
you can bet
it's-
your sweet buttocks that I'm gonna specialize in that.
Like it'll probably kill a vehicle, honestly. Like
Yeah, no, we can definitely use some sort of IED. Without a doubt. Worst comes to worst.
how big are the shells, Gog, roughly?
They
How
are
much do they
80
weigh?
millimeter diameter, which I think makes them about 18-inch long shells, if I recall.
Okay, so I'm googling 88
They're
millimeter
general
acceleration. Oh,
high explosive, not anything particularly fancy.
okay, I'm putting it in resources. Is this what you mean?
1 second.
Like we can probably carry one of those each, I reckon.
Yeah, we could probably.
I think I vaguely statted the weight of them
Because
for
that
whatever reason.
just some of there's a lot of powder in those things. Look at the casing, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a slightly shorter case than that. It's a shorter shell, but it's still chunky.
So, yeah, and they're
Can
full of
guess.
some sort of explosive, I'm guessing. Oh, wait a second, guys, I got it. We still have our old space ammo that's plastic explosive. Which obviously has some sort of detonation thing within it. If we can figure out how to trigger that without having to fire it from a gun, and then attaching that to the artillery.
I mean, as I said, weight-wise, we could all grab one of these shells and just use them as static
Yeah, but we don't have any way
explosives.
to rig them to blow, though. That's what
I mean, haven't you got 16 cans of plastic explosive ammo?
Yeah, we can use that to rig with the artillery. Because this way we also get shrapnel and the nasty stuff.
Frank Saar says diesel will not work for Molotov, and he says remote detonation is most reliable for IEDs. Yeah, that sounds legit to me.
But you currently lack the infrastructure for that.
Yeah, well, the
Unless
main
your remote
issue is
detonation
the
firing other bullets at the bullets. to
that's
make
that's
them
the
explode.
only reliable-ish way
Oh,
we
we
have
have
of
our-
doing it. I think.
Worst case scenario, we have our pistols.
Yeah, I guess. We'll hold on to the shells for
Uh,
now, like on our backs, I guess, and then.
So just no, dude, we're not going to carry them if we don't have anything to do with them. Just as a sort of general discretion, if we make a roll with Arcana to see if we are able to make IEDs with the.
I mean, you can roll.
All right, Jurg, Mr.
Yep. Arcana?
Alright. Yeah, yes, the French nationalists who can go around making plastic explosive.
Why is this? Why do these shells have a yellow casing? I don't understand.
That's for the yellow jackets.
that was the implication.
Has Jörg figured out a way to set these things off?
Oh, I got it. We have radios, right? We could try to do some sort of frequency emission to make them go off.
Huh.
Based on a rudimentary knowledge of, terrestrial artillery, these tend to use the standard firing pin mechanism. They appear to just be contact explosives as well. So there's the sort of bootlegged potential of a bit like with shotgun traps, where you have a short length of pipe. You put the shell into the pipe with something like a nail at the bottom, and anyone who treads on it strikes the detonator.
Oh, so we made landmines then, you're saying?
Yeah, you've made one of these previously. Used it to blow up. I don't actually remember if you explored the body. I know you did use one to blow something up, though. That's why you have 11 out of a case of 12.
Wait, so we didn't rig it so that the gunpowder in the casing goes off, releasing the case itself the shrapnel, then? We didn't do that.
I believe you just had it as a vertically directed explosive.
Oh, okay. No, I mean just now, that's not what we built.
No.
Okay, Frank Sauer says, attach a wire to the primer of the shell and put a 9-volt battery to set it off. That sounds interesting, actually.
Ah, yes. See, thank you,
Thank
audience,
you,
for
our lovely viewers.
joining in on how to make IED.
How to make
So-
explosives.
Yeah, do we have any military veterans watching by chance who can help us?
Pastor, how much ammo had you used? Did you use any ammo actually in the heavy machine gun?
In heavy machine gun. Thing is, I didn't know. I was asking how much used, but I wasn't aware.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah, I
keep
did
track of it.
use-
Yes, I've got it written down here. That's fine.
Okay.
Just so I can give Jörg some idea of how much ammunition he's got.
Absolutely. Perfect.
So, can we do that, Skog? Like, hook up a battery with wires and voltage? Because we do have car batteries.
You have some motorbike batteries is about the closest you could get, unless you want to, take the battery out of your Land Rover.
Not out of the Land
What's
Rover, but
What's the method of setting it off with the Avscog?
we'll...
Attach a wire to the primer of the shell and put another
Yeah.
battery to it.
and they just...
Like a radio signal, I'm guessing, would be preferable?
No, like, the
These-
shock of it will set off through the wires. The current.
I mean, it would be an option, however, you'd need a lot of wire.
I guess
Unless
we'll
you want to,
search for that
stand
first.
next to it while you detonate it.
I'll search both the wrecked vehicles and the workshop for wire. I'll make a roll for that.
Alright.
Everyone else help me.
Sure. Booby.
So, what are we doing?
Investigation, see if we can find this wire.
Okay.
Okay, one thing that Pasture's been doing is, if you look on your character sheet next to Second Wind, above the features and traits, there are boxes you can fill in, which would be really useful for recording your ammunition.
Yep, that's what I've been doing.
I've been recording it in my inventory.
You can also do it there.
So first day back in the campaign, I'm immediately trying to make IEDs. Nice.
I mean,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, as it stands, Jörg, you don't currently have any of your firearms listed on your character sheet.
Oh,
So I'm assuming you would have the pistol.
yeah. And the HMV.
Yep.
Oh, you're not doing an on-site procurement run?
Listen, I don't need both an LMG and an HMV.
HMV?
I would just
Ah,
take
correct.
HMV
A
with
A
you.
music shop. Yeah, I was going to say the LMG, I think, is still.
It's softcore ammo, like I wouldn't bother, but at this point.
Yeah. You probably want to add the light machine gun to your inventory. The
What, to the group
this is taking
inventory?
a lot. Yeah, I mean, if you're not.
I'll do
That's
it.
the thing. I'll put it this way. I'll put it like this. You can't carry both.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm leaving the LMG here.
Cool. Just so we're on the same page.
Okay, 1 times your LMG. There we go, in infantry. Did we find sufficient wires to rig up to the battery? Didn't find wires at
I
all.
think that post box here might have something.
Yeah, although you do find some wires, none of the batteries are in any decent condition from the wreckage.
Well, you know what? It's a good idea for when we do find good batteries. So, cool stuff. Appreciate it.
Do we have any towels?
Not particularly that I'm aware of.
Alright.
Why would you need towels?
Well, once we have IEDs, we need something to wear on our head.
Okay.
No.
So Jörg has pistol and they have a machine gun. Pasta has the RPG and an AK, I'm assuming.
Well, I was going with the RPG. I wasn't.
I was asking if you want to carry it, but if you don't, I'll carry it. Like,
Preferably not.
okay, I'll fucking carry it then.
But yeah.
Your
then
arm is
there's-
growing slightly bigger by the day, Pasta.
Oh yeah,
Probably
Pasta
use it
doesn't have a
successfully
fucking
now.
arm.
Oh,
I
that's
keep
right. We're
forgetting
having
that.
the. Don't wait. So we should give the LMG to the one arm.
Well, he can only use an AK, I think, at the minute, by the looks of it.
Alright.
Oh no, he can use the
Yeah.
LMG as long as it's set up, like, ahead of
No,
time.
dude, trying to reload an LMG with one hand. is
Yeah.
He's just
We-
going with the RSA, the VRR,
the AK.
and the
Yeah.
Kukri.
Alright. So you've got 2 different assault rifles and a knife. Sounds fun.
Well, and a kitty knife.
Reloading is the people with multiple hands.
Well, we also got a kitty knife, but 2 knives, 2 guns.
Alright.
Wait a second. I heard unicorns can heal people.
I'm fine.
It didn't work for the guy they found it in. Midnight. That sounded wrong, by the way. What guns are you taking with you, Midnight?
An AK, my pistol, and 2 bed kits.
Alright. Stu.
AK, pistol, spear, knife, and the RPG, I think, by the looks of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't have any grenades, do we?
Oh yeah, I've got 1 grenade that's for a special occasion. If we ever need
I'll give you a Yeti scrotum for it.
Oof. That's such a tempting trade.
Oh, I actually gave that as loot. What am I doing with my life?
Yeti's got. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh no.
Okay, so you're heading out south.
Yeah, and we're going on foot by the sounds of it, so we can be stealthy boys.
We're on patrol.
Alright.
Stealthy.
SAS Mountain
Would
Patrol.
you like to, as you proceed,
Wait, hold, before we leave, do we have the LMG by chance?
there is an LMG, however, you also have the heavy machine gun that Jörg has that is significantly more punchy.
Yeah, the
A
other one's
fucking man.
softcore ammo LMG.
Wait, so
Yeah.
which one are we bringing?
The actual heavy
heavy.
one that the Martian people have.
Alright, well, we're going full Spetsnaz, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
This
No, we're
one,
going Rambo against the Gooks.
this one literally fucking Darth Mauled a
Duh,
fucking
duh,
elemental
duh,
robot guy.
Da-da,
Trust me,
da-da.
man.
When's
It's
the
gonna
loading
be
screen
all
start?
good.
We've been streamed for almost an hour, Skog. Doing this in
Wait,
fits.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 40 minutes. It's
Yeah.
great. Okay, so someone wants to timestamp at the 44-minute mark. That would be great. And we'll
So
mention this
next
back later.
session, you'll get to the bad guys. We'll see what happens there.
Well, I just want to make sure of what you guys have because I've actually had no idea for the longest time. So
Yep.
it's just like, yeah, they'll have something, and I was like,
I only vaguely found out that Bill had a hydraulic bow this session when we were doing Black Crusade, and it's pretty good apparently. I was looking at the stats on it.
Yeah, I
like
it's
the
always
idea
good
of it
to
because it
know
lets
what
it be
they're
stealthy.
doing.
Like,
So, talking of stealth, as you proceed down the road and where you surmise they have probably come from, you can see what appears to be a roadblock up ahead. Do you want to roll stealth to go and investigate?
hell yeah.
Amen. This is my game.
That was a horrible stealth roll on my part. Jesus.
I will allow you to elect this as you can all roll it and see who you reckon will be the best at going forwards
Wow.
subtly.
Wow.
Sombrero.
Fucking bastard.
So, there are some trees off to the right-hand side as you're going down the road. You may be able to use these as some cover. However, it is daylight, and this roadblock looks pretty, well put together.
Do I have any binoculars or anything?
Not exactly that I'm aware of. Because I have this thing where I can be very specific about things people don't ask for.
Because the thing is, you said we had night vision goggles and like implants that record us and like a bunch of other crazy stuff. So is there anything basic we don't know about?
I thought
not
we
that I'm
asked for
aware of.
binoculars.
I don't remember anyone doing it, or at least doing it at a point where it gave me time to write it down.
Yeah, that's probably what the issue was. I'm
'Cause
pretty
that's
sure
always the
me or
thing.
someone
it's
asked for
8
it.
people asking me at the same time.
Yeah,
me going,
I know. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so can I make a perception to see if I see anybody at the?
Yeah, you can try. You can use your ability to, be subtle to move a bit closer and have a look. Okay, it appears that what appeared to initially be some kind of elaborate roadblock is in fact a large stationary freight train. But there is what appear to be a small installation in front of it.
What kind of insulation are we talking?
Sort of sandbags, wire. You can see a
Alright.
few people sort of mooching around.
I see people.
See dead people.
What kind of people?
There will be.
Soldiers, general civilians.
They appear to be wearing military uniforms. However, they may be police, they may be militia, they may be military. You
What
cannot
kind of-
tell from this
Alright,
distance without revealing yourself, you suspect.
Alright, how many do I see and what kind of armament do they look to have?
You can see about half a dozen. You can't see any weapons. But they are all wearing armor.
And there's
Of
no
some
way I
kind.
can flank around to get a better view or anything?
Not from this position. It's to the right, to the left side of the road. The trees have been cleared, and to the right side, there are only like saplings. So there
Alright,
wouldn't be
do I
anything
see any way to
substantial.
move the party past them, get further down the road without being seen?
Not at this interval. However, the rest of your party may be able to, do something with this information.
Alright, this is we might be able to flank around them. If we use the height of the railroad tracks and other things like that.
Yeah, sounds like an idea.
Or is there any other trains besides the one they're next to?
Not that you saw. It appeared to just be the one stationary train.
Could I get to the train without them seeing me?
The train is quite long, possibly. However,
Okay, so can I get around the train?
not conveniently. Trains are not really designed to be traversed.
Like I can't go under it, through it.
It would be difficult and not subtle. Anyone who was watching the area would definitely be able to tell, because you'd have to clamber up a few feet to then try and climb over it.
I guess we could come back at night and Solid Snake the base, but
Yeah, let's bring a grenade launcher as well.
yeah.
Thing is, they could return in light.
Well, we have everybody on guard at base, so we'll be good if we head out again. What time is it right now in game?
I'm saying probably about 10 a.m.
Actually, we can wait till lunchtime. They might switch guard,
True.
especially if they're British. Then
Fucking Ivan.
You
At
think
the end of
Martians
Yeah,
are
If they're Russian, then they'll just sort of eat snow. But
no, they'll down some vodka and get on.
are there any cardboard boxes around?
Not particularly. The land is mostly desolate. Appears to have been used quite extensively for farming.
Oof.
All right.
Well, we're gonna
It's all
reform
very
the land,
flat.
so you know.
I suppose I'll head back to my party and tell them what happened.
Okay.
All right.
So they weren't armed, apparently. He said.
There's a hind D.
A hind D.
what the fuck is that?
What's a hind D? Snake, hind D.
Hey, what do you mean a
It's
handy?
the most
that
advanced
ninja.
helicopter the Soviet Army possesses. Sorry, Metal Gear dialogue is so funny to like me.
What's
Flap, 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 flap. It's
Anything
time to launch commies into the sea. Flap, 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 flap.
You're not getting the reference. Anyway, so there's about half a dozen guys at least at a checkpoint in front of a train. All around them seems to be clear, so we need to figure out some way to either take them out or get past them. Did we bring the grenade launcher?
No, but we have two
No.
RPG rockets that could be handy for shock. and
Okay,
awe.
let's not set this off with a bang. That's probably a bad idea. So fun.
Granted, we could very easily.
Wait,
cut them
are there
up
any
with
fuel? Is it what kind of train cars are we talking about? Fuels, freight, like what?
It appears to be a container train of some considerable length.
Huh.
You couldn't just make a whole bunch of red gasoline storage tanks on the train, could you? And then it's got one RPG rocket. No.
We don't necessarily need an RPG for that. The heavy machine gun is very effective.
No, then it's not
Trust
going
me.
to set up the gasoline.
Oh, it could set off a lot of things.
You don't know how bullets work.
No, but still, it fucking Darth Mauled a robot.
Anyway, stew, pasta, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a little convenient because due to time scheduling our game, there's only 4 of us, so I mean, what I'm thinking is we either try and stealth in at night and, like, you know, take out all the guards one by one with stealth, or we just go in there, like, shock and awe and rape them, but there's, like, only 4 of us, so that might go badly.
What we could do is we do both. We have some of us going in stealthily, and some of us going in with the bag.
Wait a second. They're not looking for civilians. If we can find some normal looking clothing and just walk up and ask for directions, we could probably set things off in our favor.
Huh.
What
Yeah,
if
we could roll up in the RV wearing Hawaiian shirts and sunglasses, wearing holding a map.
you sure you want to bet everything on that, buddy?
Well, we're rigged to
I
blow
mean,
in case anything goes wrong.
I mean-
Setting someone in as a scout would be smart, but all of us? I don't know.
We could just have 2 people walk up and be all gay and shit. Be like, we're a gay couple and we got lost. Ooh.
No, we're in Russia. That's the last thing we should do.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
At least they're not touched in, I hope.
Let's see. No, it doesn't work. Are there any sirens or alarms in the base we're aware of? Anything loud?
Not that is without power.
So,
Or not that isn't without power.
so could we try to find an alarm from our base, hook it up to the RV, and start blasting it?
Huh.
Maybe.
I mean, that would cause a bit of a distraction, I suppose. So, yeah.
Yeah. Or we could put a brick on the RV filled with gasoline and
Go for the old school method.
You mind sacrificing your RV?
I mean, well, here's the thing. Do they have vehicles in the base? Because we might be able to find a place.
They have an ATV and 2 bikes.
No, I mean in their base, the enemy base. Did he spawn any vehicles?
Do they have any vehicles?
You couldn't see any, but as I say, there appears to be a train across the road.
Was there any watchtowers?
Oh, I got an idea. There was a train on that farm, right? Can we get it going again?
Huh.
Because if we can make a train clash into that train, it could definitely.
That could be
Make it busy.
interesting, yeah. If we have enough mass, we can ram it out of the way. Unless the brakes are locked on, that might be difficult. Because Skog knows about trains, so, you know.
Or if we just head a couple kilometers east or west and go around them the long way, that would also work.
Yeah, that'd probably be a bit easier.
It's probably the easiest solution, actually, rather than, hijacking the train and sending it into them at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I get a Skog. I guess we're going back to the fields.
Can we just go around them, actually? Can we just, walk a mile left and,
So you want to try and go around?
is that a possibility?
Yeah.
All right. So let's.
Which side do you want to go? Do you want to go to the east or to the west to try and go around?
All right,
this?
pasta stew. Do we want to crash a train into them, or do you want to go around them?
Well, here's what I would suggest. We do a bit more recon and go to like a hill to the east or west, whatever is convenient to get a better look at the base.
Very flat.
Is it flat? Fuck's sake. Let's just go straight
Almost
to the train
aggressive.
then.
So we're in
Let's train
Nebraska.
So, what was the conclusion again? Sorry.
Go back to the farm where
okay.
we found the train, try and get that going, see if we can drive it to the base if the tracks go around that way.
All right.
From the other end of the base, not where the other train's parked.
Alright. How do you wish to get there? Just for me to.
We'll
admin?
just take our car, I guess, and we'll just leave it there.
All right, with
I'd
the
make-
trailer or without the trailer?
Take the trailer just for loot and stuff if on the way back.
Cool. You keeping the drum on it or?
Yeah, we might need some fuel for something. Why not? It's diesel, so.
Cool. So I'm just going through all the different things so I can.
Basically, the truck, well, the RV as it is. Like,
It's not really an RV though, is it?
it's a car, I guess.
It's like a 4x4. I wouldn't describe a Land Rover as a recreational vehicle, but that's just me, I guess.
I mean, I use it as a recreational vehicle, so.
Yeah. Depends what kind of recreation you've got in mind.
Oof.
So, I'm going to conveniently move you back to where you were last here, because I'm lazy.
Well, we didn't move anywhere. Oh.
Never
cool.
mind, I live up at north of
So
England,
does this train go on the same tracks as theirs?
There's a high possibility you reckon that it is. It's running in the same direction, at probably about the same distance away.
Look, guys, plan A. What we're gonna do? We're gonna figure out some way to make this train as flammable as possible. Then we're gonna follow it with the Jeep while it goes empty, right? And it's gonna slam into their train at 120 miles an hour. And then we're just gonna go ahead and clean up what's left.
Okay.
That's
that
what
is-
I'd call a train wreck.
Oof. Jesus. Oof.
I'd meant
Such-
to rearrange these a little bit since last time.
It's an idea, actually. I'm not. It's not too bad, actually.
I'm
as
not
well.
No, so you guys need to learn how to hunt. You're supposed to run things over.
Okay, Skog. I'm in the train compartment.
Alright, there is a corpse still in there.
Let me examine
So
the
just-
corpse, because I didn't do that
Check the
last
pockets.
Alright. Investigation, I suppose?
Hope this is not Chris's
Um,
blood.
He appears to have a large horn wound in his chest.
How unfortunate.
Yeah.
From the smell, he's been dead for probably 2 or 3 days. Well, probably 3 or 4 days now.
I'll check his
slowly-
pockets for interesting shit.
find some ID, you know, a wallet with not really much in it, other than the ID.
We'll take his
Some
wallet
keys.
anyway, you know. His keys and shit. We'll take all the shit.
Yeah, I find wallets, some keys. Not pretty much of interest.
Does he have a
It's all
conductor?
kind of-
yet?
He may have, but
I'll check his boots as well for some hidden items.
Alright.
Does he have a photo of his family? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Seemingly not. However,
He was an
the
episode.
body has deteriorated somewhat due to being like left in, you know, not optimal conditions.
Okay, well, goodbye,
Have you guys searched
incel.
the
Rest in
manual?
peace, and then dump his body outside.
Have you guys searched the train carriage at all?
We couldn't get inside, but we can give it a go before we start, so...
Alright, wait, are these tanks I'm seeing over here?
There are tanks, there are containers.
Alright, I knock on the side of the tank. Do I hear a thud or an echo?
So they sound hollow.
Oof. Let's knock on the other tanks. Are they hollow too?
They do appear to be.
Next one.
This one has a bit more of a dull thud to it.
Next one, next one.
From, let's say, it has a bit more of the dull thud to it, but from what you can tell, the markings on it indicate that it's carrying water.
God damn it, well...
Alright, so time to crack into these carrying cases then. Do we have a crowbar?
You're not carrying a crowbar on you. However, the containers are oriented such that the doors are facing into the other.
Yeah,
Huh.
into the tank.
No, the
Alright,
doors are on this end.
I undid
Yeah,
the trailer to the
well,
I
this
undid
one
the
is
trailer to
facing
the
the tank.
Land Rover.
And this one is facing the other.
Okay, so I've undone the trailer to the Land Rover.
Should be like that. Like that. Okay.
I mean, we could just hey, bro,
Oh no!
what,
What?
are you?
What the fuck?
Okay, guys, we need some rope.
Excuse me.
Ha! Okay. Gonna pull the doors off, I see.
Do we have any rope or anything heavy? Or does this thing have a winch on the front?
Don't believe that one has a winch. No.
Thought it did.
God damn it.
No, the little Land Rover does not have a winch.
We
It's,
do have
okay.
rope, though. It's probably gonna break,
Hmm.
but we can give it a go.
Yeah, we need something strong.
What are you trying to pull?
It's trying to pull
The
the
crate.
doors off the crate.
No, not the doors, silly. The entire crate.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the tear weight of those containers is in excess the weight of your vehicle. And you'd be trying to pull it against restraining bolts
Yeah, you
that
gotta
work
make
in
this
one direction.
do the hard way. Yeah.
Oh no!
Distress.
Yep.
Everybody stand back!
Oof.
Far
Yeah.
back!
Oh,
Back.
Whoa!
that was...
Jerk, you duplicate
Jörg,
yourself.
you skipped half the frames.
Wait a second. I have a better
It's
idea.
two of you.
I have a better idea. We have those artillery shells.
We've got double up with jerks!
Oh no.
Double the French.
I've
Double
bifurcated
the
Yurg.
Who cloned Jerk?
Did he mean by
Anyway,
this?
so I'm gonna go ahead and take that artillery shell and mount it on the container over here.
Well, at least
On
there's
the inside.
water in there.
How do you propose to mount it on the inside?
Not the inside, but
Welcome
on
to
the
the rice fields.
I stick it on the center of the wall, the best I can.
Hello.
Alright. It weighs like, I think they're about 15 kilos?
Well, I have a better idea. Can I climb to the top of the crate?
Okay, while this
No.
autism's going on, I'm gonna have a drink
Really?
back in there.
Understandable.
Okay, so can I are there any ladders on the water tank or anything?
No.
Can I use its cylindrical form to attempt to shimmy up it?
You can attempt to do so. You need a
What's Midnight trying to break this one?
athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay. Do I get on top?
You can just about climb up on top of the tanker, yes.
Alright, and I'm gonna jump onto the crate across. Can I make another check for that, or...?
Yep, that'll be another acrobatics check. Also, it's a short gap. It's also a unoptimal surface. You do manage to jump across, though.
Alright, I'm gonna place the explosive on the center of the top of the container.
Okay.
And how would I go about setting it off without stepping on it?
You have no real source of ignition for other than the direct striking option. As these are fairly sort of low tech rounds, they primarily require a
Okay,
you
can
know.
I get into it with my repair kit so the powder is exposed? Sort of peel off the back of it.
That's not how artillery shells work.
But you mean they're not just giant bullets?
Well, they are, but they're also withstanding significantly more force. I don't think you could just peel them apart.
Can I make a hole in it? Yes or no?
With some time, you could probably make a hole in it. Yes.
Alright, so
However, you'd have to do it with the with some flavor of cutting tool with a live explosive.
Okay, I'm just gonna set it here and I'm gonna jump back across.
I mean...
Okay, yeah.
Alright, and I'm gonna withdraw my pistol.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to shoot the artillery shell so that it goes off.
Alright.
I'm gonna step back a bit more.
Roll a hit then.
That's a good hit.
What are you trying to break this time?
The shipping container.
I'm worried that you didn't try, that you didn't deny breaking something.
That's where all our bodies are going to be in a minute. In space.
I
Not
hear it's
gonna
nice this time of
lie.
year.
This isn't an optimal situation for anyone involved. So, gonna roll a dex save for me, Midnight.
Alright!
At a negative because you're standing on top of a tanker.
Alright, just subtract what I get from it.
Wait a moment,
More of a
did you
dexterity
shoot a
save
fuel
than
tank?
dexterity check.
Oh, alright. Dexterity save coming right up.
Imagine this bear. Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, better by exactly this. It's exactly the same roll. Okay, roll 20.
Whoa.
Does the
You have the good sense to lie down as Let me grab a small asset for the purpose of this. As a brief fireball engulfs the near area.
At least we know those
Did he
rounds
shoot a
can be
fuel
set.
tanker?
They're full of water apparently, so...
Apparently not.
So, is that the hole, or is it larger?
No, it's not. Give me access
Oh.
to the asset, you can't.
Roll 20, big gay.
From the elementals.
Right. You know how things have the cog icon, so you can...
Yes.
Does nothing.
Good
Right,
job, Roll
let's see
20,
if we
good
can do
job.
it for
It's lagging.
fences can't either. Yeah, it's like fuck. So,
Just draw
what
it
are
in
the
with something.
yeah, I will in a second. I'm hoping if I distract myself for a second, it will catch up.
Oh.
Stu's car. What are the stats for Stu's car?
I didn't even know it had stats, so yeah.
It has a 15 armor class.
That's less than a person. Huh.
Yep. It also doesn't have a hit point given, which is
Wait, the
Interesting.
car's unstatted. We can hide behind it forever.
Fucking infinite
then.
armor.
no. Due to the sort of undirectedness of the explosive charge, due to it not being in a barrel, and you having made a vent hole in it, the majority of the powder and the charge is still used. However, quite a lot of it is ejected sideways, giving it a nice spiral as it
Wait,
explodes.
I thought you
into
said I
the
couldn't
air.
make a hole in it.
You said that you were going to do that.
No, but you said I couldn't without any welding tools, so I didn't.
No, I said it would take you a while, and you'd be using cutting tools, as in, like, you know, like grinding a hole
Knives.
through it with, like, a sharpened implement.
Knife.
Cutting tool as opposed to plasma cutting tool. Not gonna lie, Stu, your car might need a paint job.
Alright, is it destroyed though?
Oh no.
It's not destroyed, it's just been slightly on fire.
Well, red's not really my colour, so that's fine.
Wait, based on that range.
30 feet.
Um,
Well, that's why I
What did I
went all the
say?
way back over there, so...
should we
Midnight.
roll a dex check? Or a
Nope.
dex save?
I'm getting in the rice fields.
God dang it!
Wait, what?
Oh jeez.
You underestimate the power
the
of the
right colour.
explosion.
Meanwhile, my
fuck you,
character is
Roll20.
just, welcome to the rice fields, motherfuckers.
Almost
They were
literally.
here yesterday. So, aside from some things being either dead or on fire, and there's been a very, very loud bang, not really much of note has been achieved, other than most of that container is gone and the wagon is significantly damaged.
Okay.
Was there anything in the
Ah,
container?
We could check that one.
If there was, it's probably not in there anymore.
Alright, well, now we can open up the other one.
Yeah, you do that. We're right over here.
Alright, so can I just get down from again?
We're just gonna pick some rice.
Yeah, I mean, there's like some burning debris
But no, in the other, in the
been
this
like
one.
broken.
But this one hasn't been opened.
Meanwhile,
You
my-
can
Shoot it,
try
Max.
and open it, yes. Oh shit, that was not
Right,
the thing I meant to press.
Skog, I'm gonna back up the car a bit.
Good plan, probably.
Just over there, I'll do.
Did I open?
It appears to be like the door is blocked with bits of burning debris, some of which are quite large.
Is there any way I can undo that? You know, make it openable.
It would take you a while, may need to let things cool down first.
Well, we have lots of water. I turn around and I'm gonna put another round in the water behind me. Actually, wait a second. Let me get out of the way first. And now I'm gonna go ahead and shoot right here with my pistol, the explosive.
Sorry, 1 second. I am in a adjacent tab.
Sorry, I'm afraid I might not entirely understand what's going on.
I don't
You see,
either. I'm just
I'm-
thinking right now,
see,
to be
guys, I'm
honest.
finding-
Let him do this.
I'm finding
'cause-
puzzles in the game the DM didn't even know were there.
Then it's
So
not a
shooting
puzzle.
at the water tank with a... Okay. The result is there is a kind of small explosion against the surface of the container. And you've used another bullet.
Is there a dent where I shot?
Nope.
I wish to inquire as to why you're doing this.
So I can cool things down with water.
And hopefully crash this train into the MDF.
Oh yeah, that too.
That
Why
train
did
that
you
is
totally
almost
forgot that?
certainly not going to be movable based on the fact that you just exploded something on one of the cars.
Dude, cars are unlinkable, and I don't think a blown up car is going to be much of an issue as long as the wheels still work.
What if you've jammed the linking mechanism?
Or sheared the brake lines with all of the chunks.
Well, yeah, then that one car would be destroyed. We still have a good, what, 4 cars on the train?
Like 2, and then the rest of the train that's not on the screen because it wasn't relevant to the situation.
Like I said, Skog knows things about trains.
Well, the explosion was a good 20 feet above the or 10 feet above the train, so I think the wheels are probably good.
It was.
I was under the impression that the entire card exploded. That's not
Right,
10
so-
feet above it.
If you put something on top of something else, and then on top of something else, and then you push down on it really hard, it pushes the whole stack.
Yeah, but trains are made of metal, and metal is really tough, so...
To a point. The point is not normally a high explosive artillery
Well-
shell exploding on top of it.
Is the train welded into the tracks, or no?
It's not welded to the tracks. It's probably taken some significant amount of damage from something being blown to pieces.
Well, as long as it moves, then it'll move.
Why did you blow it to pieces, by the way?
Because I'm trying to get on the inside here, but the DM's trying to hide something really important in there I can't get to.
Okay.
If you would like to follow them down the road, Gren, you're welcome to. They have currently gone down the road to the south. The road to the west they have explored, but not taken any particular action, as there appears to be a roadblock.
Wait, Stu, I got an idea. Still have that grenade?
Oh, yeah.
We can put the grenade in the water tank from the top, and then it'll blow up and water will go everywhere.
Sure, I'll follow them down.
And lots of shrapnel as well.
Here you go, mate. And throw him the grenade and fuck off.
Alright.
I'll detect the grenade from my infantry.
Are these frag grenades or high explosive grenades?
They're
Which
frags,
grenades?
I believe.
Are they?
The one Stu just gave me.
I'd imagine they're the standard issue frags.
Yes.
So explosive then?
Frag.
They would be explosive, yes. However, they are the spaceship issue ones.
Alright, would this
Yeah.
be good enough to go through the tank here then? Alright, can I tell? or-
Find out, I guess. I'm going to say, Gren, if you don't mind waiting a couple minutes to arrive, as presumably you would hear the explosion,
Yes.
as you're not that far away.
What are we trying to do at the moment, by the way?
Attack a rebel base, or rather a
Wait, I have a
Martian
better
base.
All right. Yes.
Is this
That
unicorn
thing.
up here alive?
Not really.
Alright, good.
Not in any of the conventional
Can I take my knife and cut off its horn?
Excuse me, unicorns. Okay, fine.
I
No.
mean,
Why not?
you can try.
Okay, what roll would that be?
Let's go with animal handling, just for the flavour. You kind of rather crudely hack at it, and eventually you manage to get most of it off.
All right. Unicorn horn. Can I chisel it into the side of the car here?
Not really. They're kind of, not really that sharp compared to, welded steel.
Okay, can I kick the side of the car?
Also,
Yeah.
what's this?
Okay.
What do you mean?
That is the deceased driver. The
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do I do anything close to kicking it over?
well, you kick the steel tank. That's about all you can achieve, though. It's a steel tank.
Maybe the wreck will open these up. Anyway, let's get this train on the road.
Sure it can.
Yeet. Choo choo, motherfuckers, all aboard.
There are no stops on this train.
No brakes on the rape train.
Okay. So, aside from having one of its windows smashed in and the floor being covered in blood and glass, it appears to be in good order.
I will
I'll
start
be
up.
reading
Roll
for
an
you.
Arcana check to see how
Yerk.
your knowledge,
We need an engineer.
Come
how
on,
to
Yerk.
trains.
I'll be
Time to
waiting
do
for you
it.
to tell me when I arrive, Skog.
Yep.
Is this the altimeter?
I will say
What's wrong?
you can pull up about nowish if you want to.
Okay.
So I've already put you on the map, so if you can find yourself.
Yes.
We rolled very mediocre for discovering how to operate a train.
It seems to be a fairly simple push start thing. You press it a few times and nothing happens.
Is your AFK, by the way?
I think it's a start button.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Hey, look.
Now we have to figure out a train engineer.
Alright, I heard a giant explosion. What's going on?
Do I find any booklets on how to operate a train?
No.
I just go over. Aye, Pittman, we're gonna have a look at this rebel base. Because it's daylight, we're going for the shock and awe approach, so get aboard the train when you're ready. We'll start off.
We're not going to ride the train into them. We're going to follow it as it goes on its own, so we don't die when it clashes.
At this point, I just want to crash the train into them and see what happens.
Yeah, but the train's not going to stay on the tracks when that happens.
You sure about that?
Have you ever seen a train collide into another train?
Well, I'm not going to collide it into the train. We're going to go the long way round and go around the other side of the base.
But no, we're going to collide the train into the train they're at. That's the only way we can make this work.
Well, here's the
Geographically
thing.
speaking, they are to your left.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh. So I have to turn this around?
That would... No, I'm going to go the other way and see where this takes us because I don't fucking care anymore.
Wait
No,
a
we
second.
gotta
Are
stick to
you,
the plan. We
are
gotta
you
stick to the
going-
plan of kicking out these guys.
are you
No.
suggesting we crash a train into a base? Into their rebel base?
Hmm.
Not a base, a checkpoint.
Yes, mate.
Alright. I have a feeling that this plan has a very high rate of lethality for both sides.
Well,
Especially
that's
if
why
you're
we're
in
not
the
going to
train.
be on the train.
Exactly. We're not aboard.
Alright then.
Imagine 9/11, but there's nobody on the planes.
That ain't
With
9/11
fucking
then.
phone. Imagine 9/11.
That's just a crash.
But the
That's
plane
a
is driven by a
train
drone.
wreck and a half.
Scott, can I just start the train?
We've tried.
Is it not working?
The start is
the
not doing
black
it.
man might know how to read, but
Excuse. What?
Hey, that's pretty good.
Black man knows
How to train.
Okay, so as you're having a look around, it appears that the power is quite weak. However, there is no sound at all from the engine.
I do believe that the engine here has malfunctioned, Lieutenant, and I don't believe it has much. I don't believe it has much energy left. I'm
Roger
not
that.
an expert on trains, but I do believe it might require. I believe the engine might require some fixing and probably a change of batteries. Is that how trains work?
Batteries, diesel, whatever the hell.
they're
it
running
runs on.
coal.
I do believe that's a very old model train you're referring to there. So, shut your trap.
You stop taking the gates with you.
No, I'm moving the gate over here. This gate
I
needs
thought
another.
trains ran on nuclear energy. I thought everyone could think it run on nukes.
That's the wrong way in the night.
What?
Okay, so after more poking around, you come across what appears to be its fuel tank, which is empty.
What? Can I
Oh,
take a
good thing we have a
test?
barrel of diesel.
Well, I'm gonna take a test and see what it actually runs on. Does it
How
run
to
on?
crush a train in your dragon. I prefer how to train your dragon.
From a quick having a look at it, it appears to be a compressed hydrogen system.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, Stu, spit into the gas tank.
Huh. Thank you for that
Wait.
lovely suggestion, son. But
Are you
fuck
trying to
off.
tell- Are you trying to say, Skog, that this is a hydrogen train?
Yes.
So this is quite literally a giant moving hydrogen bomb.
Well, it would be
H-bomb.
if there was any hydrogen.
Well, here's the thing. There's 2 water tanks in the back. All I gotta do is remove the hydrogen molecules.
That's not.
Whoa!
Someone just got oofed.
Skull, do you want me
Wait a
to send the
second, what?
stream in a minute? Because I'm
Oh wait, let me grab my.
not feeling this right now.
Yeah, it's H2O, 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen.
That's water.
Yeah, there's water on the back of the train. This thing. Takes
I'm sorry,
hydrogen.
Skog, I'm really not
Yes.
feeling this. Like, fucking hell.
I'm really feeling it.
Yeah, if you want to stop it there. for
Yeah, we've
today.
gone on for an hour and a half, and Midnight's autism's just killing me.
Really?
Yeah,
We're-
it's really
we're
killing
going
me,
to
man. You wasted
remove
half an
the
hour of my time. Sorry, buddy.
We're going to remove the hydrogen molecules. Could you fucking go back to get freeze to death?
Dude, you wouldn't even let me into the back of the train car. Like, man,
And you wasted half an hour trying to get in.
well, nobody stopped me.
Taking
You,
a
you
cue.
could have said, "Hey, stop wasting."
No,
my time."
because you wouldn't have listened to me. You would have been just like, no, fuck you, I'm an edgy boy. Do what I want.
What? There's nothing edgy about trying to rob a train.
It fucking... The autism involved.
You blew up a train cart.
You
in a- in an
used an
attempt to-
artillery shell to breach a fucking train car.
I
Yes,
feel
you know
like
this
that's
dude's been
overkill.
drinking.
Tism.
I've just been
Ooh.
drinking really strong cider. I haven't stopped.
I feel like this is. I feel like trying to blow up a train cart to rob it is both illogical and overkill.
Nah.
So we have to find compressed hydrogen.
There's
Alright.
a very complicated process to this. And I'm drinking whiskey, so I'm not qualified to do it.
Let's see how the chat's going. Try running an electrical current through the water. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, that's part of it.
That's
You
an
know, the
idea.
chat's been more intelligent than us tonight. That's what's hilarious. Like, really intelligent about the solutions. Sorry, Skog, are you okay if I just end it here and we'll reconvene with another party next week? Or whatever.
I guess if nobody else is gonna say no, then we have to. So, all right.
I mean, does anyone else want to keep continuing, or?
I'd like to keep continuing. We almost have this train.
I'm in. We almost. Like,
All right.
Gren,
Just
York,
either
what do you think?
Either or.
Either or.
I have. Don't worry. I suppose by the way, Stu, I have a contingency plan for if things took a while, so I have alternatives.
Yeah, we get back and Han's been executed by some strike team.
Listen,
Not quite what I had in mind.
if we can get through the process of figuring out if the train has the necessary equipment to produce hydrogen from the water tanks, which it probably does, but we have to check first, then it will be quite an easy matter to actually produce the hydrogen if we just require electricity, which might be where the problem lies.
yeah.
All right.
No more blowing up train carts, though.
Do you want to roll perception checks for me, everyone?
Uh-oh, concern.
Stu, presumably while looking for literally anything else to distract him, can hear the sound of what appears to be a diesel engine.
Wait, what is that? Diesel engine, you say? Oh my god! Hey!
Are we doing the car noises again?
Stu's gonna die.
Oh no.
Are you running into
We have the
car?
RPG ready. All right, good.
Well, I've got an RPG, so...
Wait,
Oh, god damn it!
you have the RPG.
Yes.
God damn it, Holt!
Dang it, Holt. I'm the suicide.
I don't think you were that close where we began, Stu.
Sombrero, get the fuck in the car!
So
Okay.
you might want to move
We gotta
back.
get
No,
down there!
we're not leaving.
No, we gotta get down there!
We can't get down there with the car, idiot. There's a train in the way.
We can still drive.
Why?
Faster than walking.
No, it's
Individually.
not. Anyway.
Oof, I go lost.
Wait a second, when did my initial dexterity become a 6? Did you do something, Skunk?
What?
When did my dexterity become a 6?
What?
You know how you took that extra solution?
Yes?
Yeah, it didn't do good things for you.
Ah, shit.
Made you
It seemed to
retarded.
have reacted badly with the previous one you'd taken.
Dude, no,
May
you
have-
take enough heroin and you get arthritis.
That was the first one I've ever taken.
You know how you're an orca whale, man?
Yes?
Hmm.
That was the other one.
Yeah. That's the
That's-
same thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Is everybody on the list?
Besides York. And the...
Yeah, your got a 2. He just needs to be put in.
It's fine, I can sort that out at turn 2.
Maybe if we kill enough people, we can take their atoms and make hydrogen from them.
That's not... Shut the fuck up.
Well, Sombrero, you have the initiative.
Alright, is this a ladder?
What?
Is this a ladder?
Up to the side of it, yeah. It
All
goes
right.
up like 3 or 4 feet.
So it's for like dex here, so that's 20.
Interesting.
Okay. So would it take up my turn to get across the fence?
Yeah, to climb the fence and then try and climb onto the train would take some of your turn. Most of your turn, in fact.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get over here as my turn.
Okay. Stu,
So what is this?
this appears to be a slightly more modern variant of the trucks that you had.
Is anyone in it?
It's just driven up. Presumably someone is in it. However, the windows are sort of tinted, so it is not clear.
Remember, Stu, there are no civilians.
God damn it.
It's a
What's
military
in the
vehicle.
truck? Is it diesel, he said?
What do you mean?
Is anything in the truck? Is it a fuel truck? Is it a passenger truck?
It appears to be a covered flatbed truck.
It's most likely full of soldiers. Well,
A lot of XP right there.
I'm gonna say Allah Akbar and roll the RPG.
Mon ami! No!
Okay.
I see. Holt was a Muslim all along.
Oof. Scottish
And-
fucking SMP Muslim. Oof, that'd be quite the plot twist.
Right.
Can I aim and fire it in this round?
Yeah?
Okay.
Do the fucking XCOM style.
Don't have the stat line for it, which I don't actually know if I've issued yet.
No, I'll just
Just,
roll a
roll
dex, I guess.
Yep.
Oof.
That's a 10. It's a fairly big target, but it's still...
Whoosh. Well, does an RPG just streak past it?
Yeah, your rocket just narrowly misses it, and
You got any more of them rockets?
as the
I've got
vehicle
one
is not
more
yet
rocket.
finished moving... So, yeah, so sadly you have missed this round. You have one rocket left.
I bet they weren't expecting that though. Jesus.
Yeah, as it is now, there go.
Oh shit, they're
because I
deja
have
vu.
to access it.
What?
They're all upside down. Me. um. The first two guys get out and go behind the vehicle.
That is very brave of them.
They
Ooh,
seem to
psychics
be
again.
trying to stay in some degree of cover.
Use the unicorn as cover, sir! Yes!
No, it's just the fact that the RPG's just been fired at them and they're like, let's
Well,
stay.
we have one more. Don't miss next time.
Yeah.
And no.
If that
Definitely.
fails, Jörg, get on the LMG and hose them down.
Well, it is past us go.
And what I'm gonna do? What am I gonna do? Is I'm first gonna move. Yeah, I'm not gonna use that. I'm first gonna move like so, and then so, and that's my full movement.
Okay.
I do.
Anything else?
I'm just gonna have a quick look at both the distance and if I could see them.
You
Not
can
gonna
just
make-
about see one of them around the front corner of the truck. Appears that, from what you can tell, he is holding a fairly chunky rifle.
to RSA or not to RSA? For the USA.
Why are you standing behind Stu?
Because that's
Back
more or less
blast
what I
them.
could move. That's all I literally could move.
Well, you should probably move less.
I mean, I can probably move at the very least, and then
Yeah,
fire
like,
the RPG.
stay here.
Yeah, feel free to move, man.
Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Is that all in
just gonna
pasta?
Count one
Make
count.
sure you're not in the... A little bit in the way. Fuck it. Can I try to just overwatch? If they
Yeah.
try to move out from cover behind the vehicle.
Yeah, that's something
From
you
where
can
I'm
do.
sitting.
Just remind me that you can do that because I may forget with other things.
Yeah, that is reaction or fire, not like if they draw a gun or something. Just like generally if they move it out of the cover there.
Okay.
Okay. Right then. Well, that came as a bit of a surprise. The changes came as a bit of a surprise, Skog, but fair enough.
What changes?
You know.
The changes to
Yeah.
dexterity.
I'd been anticipating you being here a bit earlier, but those changes have been there for a while. I kind of forgotten. Oof.
Somebody shouldn't do
Well-
drugs.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm a doctor.
My initiative
I'll
queue is
jump on the. I'll jump on the motorcycle.
Get your motor
That
red.
was
not your go yet. I realize why that's not doing that. These guys are not on the turn order because I added them in from a different tab and then forgot to transfer them.
Yep. Can't see Scheisse, man.
Nicht.
Obersts.
Okay, that might make things a bit clearer.
It disappeared.
Yeah, I'm pressing the wrong button. It's the inconvenience of you're both at either opposite ends of the map, so and I don't want to zoom out too much. And the turn order thing's in the way. No, okay. I have made poor decisions. Okay. That's good. So,
Mistakes was made.
I can zoom in again now. From the side of the covered back part of the truck, one of the covered flaps sort of opens up, and the barrel of what appears to be a machine gun protrudes, and fires a burst of shots in your general direction, Stew and Pasta.
Yeet.
However, that is about the extent of it.
Help me, brother. I am pinned.
Brother,
As
I
am
am
I.
pinned here.
Brother, I am pinned here.
Brother, you can move. I should be pinned instead.
That's not a line,
I'll
but
take the
accept
pinned
it.
condition for you, brother. Fuck it.
Methyl boxes.
The cowards, the fools.
Pitman.
Right. I shall move onto the motorcycle,
Okay.
and then I shall How much move speed did it have again? 80, was it?
Let me check. Okay, I've not actually done anything with that one. This one. They have a 50-foot move speed.
Okay. And I'm guessing I've used one of my actions getting onto it?
Yes. To get onto it and start it up would be some of your turn at least.
Why, Jesus. Well, I guess I'll spend the rest of my turn driving up. Vroom,
That's
vroom.
fine. Okay. Is that going to be all then, Graham?
Yes.
This is
Enjoying
so
that
good.
cider still.
Sorry?
Enjoying that cider?
Yes. Thank you.
Are you watching the mood video I sent?
Yeah, I did watch it. It was quite nice. Can't watch it during
Sunday mood.
streams because the audio comes through, but I liked it.
Ah, okay.
Fucking
Is he okay?
retarded. I'm here.
Yep, it's your go.
Okay, I can move over here or beneath the fucking thing.
You
to
can
get some
move
really
within
good
reason.
cover.
Fences will basically be a slowing effect because you have to climb over them. You can move.
To here?
Yeah.
Then it's what I do.
Okay. Anything else, or
I'll just crouch down and try to have as basically try
Alright.
to be as hard to hit as possible.
well, you're behind a 13-foot, 14-foot high train. You should be all right. They might not even know you're there. Midnight.
Alright, so I have. About there to go, so go ahead and run here. And do I still have an action or.
12 plus 24.
Depends what kind of action you're intending.
Can I do a reflex or whatever? Whenever I see somebody in front of me, I get a shoot.
You can ready a shot through the line of the arc of fire, which is quite limited.
Yeah, it would be right, like right through there.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that all then?
Yep.
Stu.
Okay. So Pasta doesn't get hit by the back blast, I'll shift along to here.
Oh, okay.
Do I have enough action left to reload and fire another RPG round?
You'd have the action to reload, but then you'd have to line up the shot.
Cool. I'll
As,
reload then for this turn.
To make it a bit balanced, it's a fire every other round weapon.
That's how it is in 40k, so that's cool.
Because otherwise, ooh lad,
Yeah.
that would be a shit show.
RPGs are deadly in
Yeah.
40k as well, so don't worry.
RPG spam.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Cool. So you're gonna get yourself reloaded
Yep, and just aim at the thing.
in readiness. All right. Okay. That guy is laid down and has crawled through the grass. He is currently not presenting any reasonable target. Unless you happen to roll an excessively high perception. But it would not be enough to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
His associate, however, as me requiring to zoom out again. Now, hope no one will take exception to this, but person with the RPG might attract some attention in this kind of situation. One of the men with rifles has done just that. However, his shot
His aim
was
is
somewhat
shit.
wide. Yeah. As it's close. You hear the shot go past you, Stu, but it has not been successful. Pasta.
Then, if that's the case, zoom close. Dumper's gonna go. Just gonna double check that's the full. Let's hit it.
All right. As he has taken the time to lie down and try and hide amongst the grass, he is somewhat successful as your hail of bullets just sort of kicks up the dirt around him.
Motherfucker.
That's a lot of damage.
It would be.
Yeah,
a lot
that
of
would have
damage.
been a lot of damage.
Ooh, I think that's enough to kill even Han at that point.
That's
Oh,
not to kill
damn
me.
accuracy.
It's
Damn
a good
fucking
thing
accuracy.
that no one ever shot Mitch at full auto.
Yeah.
Nah, burst is good enough for him, I think.
Mm.
See, my gun go. I wouldn't recommend shooting me because your gun goes pew pew. My gun goes.
Mine goes click 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 click.
Mine goes dead.
No.
Pasta's arm goes.
Why have you done this?
What is going on?
I don't know, Jörg, to be honest.
He's making fun of the one-armed bandit, man.
Okay, so this time there's a second person in the back of the truck has opened up a little firing hatch. Poor Pegara. Oh no! Right. Oh, where's the dice? This time, Stu, you are hit.
Oh no.
Oh, big
Bang bang bang.
For a rather sort of quite a heavy, quite a well-aimed shot. You suffer 14 points of damage.
Oof.
As
Damn,
a
son.
set of controlled shots land in your sort of upper torso armor.
I wonder if I can ask.
It's more sort of bruising than penetrating, but it's still, it's not comfortable.
Alright.
His associate shoots at Pasta. Ooh. Pasta, you take 17 damage.
Okay, and
Pasta,
that's,
no.
that's counting armor, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was two very high rolls I did.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
Dude, Pasta's gonna be lucky if he has any limbs by the end of the campaign.
I don't think Thumper's gonna live that long.
You say that every single session, and yet here you are.
Exactly.
Ken.
It's what keeps me alive.
Yogo.
Assuming
Logic.
I won't.
I go. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna drive up here, then down here,
Right.
and then down here is furthest I can go.
Okay.
Wait, on a bike, wouldn't you get more speed? Or more movement?
Yes, I just went 50 feet.
Oh.
People going around terrain.
Oof.
Suppose you're just wrecking up their vehicles in the process of going through the terrain. As you drive through the scattered remains of a fence that was
This
there
is how it would
yesterday.
be in 40k.
Vroom, vroom.
Oh,
I
look,
think
you
I did
just
pretty good
managed to
job
avoid the
keeping
dangerous terrain.
And then I'll say to Stu, I'll ask Stu, hey, Lieutenant,
Right?
do you have another one of them rockets?
Last one, son. Make it count if you're gonna do something with it.
Then I set up some cover for you, and I'll use I'll take out my shield and use it to set up a bit of cover for him.
Yeet.
Alright.
We can brace the RPG on the shields.
Yes, exactly. I go down on one knee and put the shield in front of me so you can use it as cover while you shoot. This is literally a military tactic right here.
Yeet.
Well,
I know that we're not very fond of traditional military tactics, but
rocket launchers and riot shields don't go together that often.
They do now, son.
it's a tactic.
You've clearly never been to France.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Is that all, Dengren?
That would be all, yeah.
Cool. Jurg.
Right, you're shoot me in the back of the head right now.
What?
He'll do it. He's autistic.
No, I'm kidding, though.
I'm just gonna be here, and since I need to go for food, I'm gonna just assume that if they get into shooting range with my HMV, I shoot them.
Alright.
Alright, so, I have another feet, so I'm gonna go ahead and move up here. And I'm gonna take a shot at the soldier around the corner.
Okay. Roll perception check first.
Okay, so I'm guessing I'm not rushing up, but more just peeking around, and perception.
You could see him quite clearly as he is attempting to hide amongst the wreckage.
Alright. Not gonna be hiding for much longer.
He's gonna be hiding for a bit at least. Although you can see him, it's quite difficult to hit him tidily, and most of the shots simply sort of ping off the wreckage he has seemingly surrounded himself with. It's somewhat inconvenient.
Alright. That concludes my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna activate rage mode. So give me a minute.
Alright.
Because that gives me +5 to hit.
Yep.
Temporary hit points. Let me just double check how many I get. Con is temporary hit points. That's 11.
Eleven seems an odd number.
Well, it's you add the con +5 to the con score as temporary hit points. Unless I've got that wrong.
I was doing it as you add your con modifier improvement to your hit dice.
Okay, I'm not sure what
Right,
that
so
means, but
You're level 5, aren't you?
yep, it's got 5 hit die.
And you've got so you'd have 25 temporary hit points.
What?
Got an extra 5. Yeah.
+5 to con. Well, my con is -2. That's the issue.
Well, yeah, but if you're adding 5 to it,
So 3 times 5.
If you're adding 5 to it, you get another 2 hit points per level.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
That's
forgetting
10
the score and the
temporary
modifier.
points.
So we get 10 hit points. 24.
Yeah.
Yeet. We get +5 to hit. 4. How many rounds is it? 3 rounds per hit
your
die.
hit die.
Yeah.
Yep, so it's up to 15 rounds.
Yeet, I got that one right at least. Okay. And I'll roll the RPG when bracing against the shield. Against the thing. I'll add the +5 afterwards. And I'll aim for the truck.
Okay.
13.
We're not aiming for the truck. We're not aiming for the truck.
Apparently not.
That's a very unlucky roll.
Oof.
Psychobrains.
Well, I
Oh,
know
no,
what my
Ren's gonna
plan
die
is
from
next time.
backblast.
I'm gonna anime run along the fence, so
What?
that's gonna be the next one.
Skog is backblast, I think.
They had said that they were standing one in front of the other,
Alright.
so that shouldn't be an issue.
Right back
So
to
it's
this.
14 to hit. Again, the rocket just goes wide, which is particularly unfortunate. It may be somewhat due to all the bullets flying back in your direction that put you off your shot. So,
I feel like I should have claimed some better weapons. I never did though.
so the marksman lying down in the grass sees the new contender with the shield, and let's just say this particular gentleman is not particularly a fan of people with shields.
Okay.
A shield killed his family.
I have an AC of 21.
Yeah. You were kind of somewhat distressed to, after a kind of somewhat violent thud, see what appears to be a large caliber bullet lodged in the front of your shield.
Okay.
His associate is slightly more on the ball and managed to get one in your shoulder
Ow.
for 9 damage.
Well, good.
Let's see if you manage to maintain stealth while doing that. Apparently so. What the fuck?
Delph? I
Yeah.
wasn't trying to be stealthy.
No, they were.
Oh, okay.
Thumper.
Okay, let's just measure it out.
You're probably in range.
True that. Okay, let's try again. This time I'm going semi.
Okay, could you point to which target again? Sorry.
This lad.
Cool. Once more, it seems that his lying down in the grass has made him particularly hard to hit. And you hear no cries of anguish from the shallow grass where you vaguely saw the muzzle flash from.
In that case, Thumper's gonna shout to the enemy, "Why don't you just die?"
Well, at least there's some enthusiasm.
As he holds his AK like a pistol.
Amen.
Oh, I see. So the Psycho Boys are stealthy. Wait, I'll be one of them. Okay.
Hey Skog, do I get advantage if I get up close to somebody?
I generally just apply it as a bonus.
Alright.
So, I'll go from top to bottom. The one who has just scrambled out of the wreckage, having seen Midnight appear near him. He takes a quick shot at you, but misses.
All right.
Yeah. At 6 foot range, he misses.
So if I put my rifle directly into somebody, like it's XCOM, do I still only get like a 60% chance or something?
99% chance to hit.
Yeah.
You could jam.
Okay.
If you're a competent marksman with a decent rifle, there is pretty much no way you can miss. You can just not fire by mistake.
All right.
One of the lads in the truck takes a shot at you. To no effect. Another takes a second shot at Stu. To some effect. You're back, aren't you, Stu?
Oh, yeah.
So how's 17 damage now?
That's pretty good, honestly, to be honest right now. It's feeling good.
That was a lot.
65%.
You're gonna love watching
One of the lads and
65.
the others miss. Because either I can only hit or only miss. There is no middle ground. There is no gentle hit. It is just violent bullet penetration.
Well, you can't exactly kill people softly with bullets.
Well,
Kill me softly.
it's
It's
basically all the
miss.
shots I've had so far have been either a miss or a Sniper Elite V2 cutscene.
The testicles.
Not the
I loved
testes.
that image of when Sargon did a stream and somebody put a meme in the chat of, what was it, Theresa May as the bullet, and then Brexit as the skull as the bullet hits the walls.
Oh no. So, my turn, eh? Having just been shot, I shall jab myself with a medkit.
Alright.
Jab yourself with a band-aid.
Let me now see it. There we go.
Oh god damn it! I forgot to do the meme when I fired the RPG. I was gonna say hit or miss. I guess they never miss. Then fire the RPG.
Except you only miss. Particularly unlucky because you only miss.
I guess they never miss.
You hear in the distance, you got a boyfriend.
I bet you never kiss you. Oh,
Alright.
cheeky breaky.
That is 10 hit points back to me.
Yep.
Alright,
Hit
Yurik's
or
probably
miss.
still
I
reading.
guess we'll never miss. Yeah.
Yurik, get back. Okay, Yurik said he was just gonna stay there until I get close.
As an aside, Gren, you still have your med pack set to a D4, not a D8. If you want to roll another D4 and add it,
Right.
hey, 3 more points.
Is everything else still the same, though?
Yes, it is still a D8 plus the wisdom modifier.
Okay.
So then,
I kind of revamped the system when Rags was like, why is healing bullshit? I'm like, that's a good question. Why is healing bullshit? Because you guys have a habit of not getting hit by anything. Like, ever. And it's really weird. Or it hits you and nearly kills you.
somebody
so
shouldn't
why
charge
is healing
snipers over
bullshit?
50 cal.
So Jörg is setting up and is in Overwatch and has no visible targets because he is standing between two solid objects.
Could you just
But
move
anything that
him
gets
a
close
little
to you.
bit? Could you just move him?
Okay.
Could you just make you? Could you just force Jörg's character to be a little less retarded than he is?
It would be difficult because he's technically standing in rough terrain.
So I'm just gonna
If he
run
was
up.
here, though, that would make sense.
Hey,
Yes.
Oh, woo.
What?
point blank, rifle to his chest. Do I hit?
XCOM 99% chance to hit.
So I'm 0 feet in front of him, point blank, aiming at his chest.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, you do hit.
How bad do I hit?
I was humouring you while checking the stat for something else and tabbed out for a second.
I just loved that because it was like the pause. It's like, do you hit or not?
You basically just shred through his armor, and it's kind of like unpleasantly how dead he is. There's just sort of chunks, mostly, with like bits of armor that just sort of fall into the ground.
I wasn't done. I still had movement points left.
You moved and shot, so
Oh, I can't move after I shoot.
Okay.
generally a split move is awkward to deal with.
Okay, can I duck? Or...
You're behind cover, don't worry.
Okay,
Just fucking shoot him.
It was the cover that he was behind until he fell out of it, and then you shot him.
okay.
Stu.
Right. Can I hop on this skog? What kind of check do I need?
It would be a...
Acrobatics?
I'd say an athletics check is
Oh,
probably
athletics.
the most up.
Can I add my plus
Athletics
5
or
from
acrobatics?
rage?
Yeah, because AFK.
Jörg's left the
I'll
call.
say yes. Yeah, he's AFK. He is in.
Yeets! That is a
You are on the
26.
fence.
Alright.
That was not anticipated to be a difficult challenge, by the way, either.
I'm gonna run along the fence.
Oh, you're doing
Alright.
that what fucking video game? They just
Yeets.
skate on terrain.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go, by the 9, he hit the dab. And I'm gonna, like one-hand burst farm AK while running along the fence at this guy.
Alright. Which guy, sorry?
At him.
Okay. So, roll to hit. I think everyone has the
That is a
profile for the
20.
AK. Yes. Yes, it is. That's what they get for failing their stealth checks.
Oof.
Okay, so the marksmen are once again going to each take shots at the man with the shield because shields are generally bad news. However, they are ineffective.
You goddamn nigga!
You know how sometimes it's kind of rare, but Roll20 will roll the same roll twice? I just did that with dice.
Yeah, I remember I got two crits
That's
in
a
a row.
1 in 400.
I remember I got 2 crits in a row when we were fighting monsters in that sewer area.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing none of them hit.
No, neither of them hit.
Ha!
They are doing particularly
There you go.
badly, much as they did the last time these two
I
were
don't-
deployed anywhere.
I'm gonna make a fuss, but could you mark the guy next to me as dead so I don't get nervous?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just wondering, Scott. Would the fence be like? Could you sneak behind it and be somewhat unseen?
Not really. It's
No.
it's basically like a 2-bar fence with
Yeah.
one at
Yeah.
about 4 feet up, one about 2 feet up,
Yeah, I was assuming.
and a wooden post every few feet. It's
Well,
it's
so be
not
it.
substantial cover.
So be it.
It's some cover, but not substantial.
Ah, fuck that then. In that case, gonna move.
You are lying in a grassy field, however.
The grassy knoll.
I'm
There are no
gonna
knolls
get
there.
a bit closer to there, but I'm not gonna try to use it as cover.
Okay.
Are you trying to? What do you mean detect my bullshit? Fame.
Okay, and I will be right back.
Oof.
Okay. In that case. Okay, I suppose I'll roll him. For the attack. I'm not hit or missing this time. I only hit.
Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh?
By the 9, hit that.
Amen.
It's a good hit, though.
Ooh.
Here's my plan, by the way, when I run along the fence. I'm gonna get in the truck and run them over.
Okay.
Yep.
I suppose that's also planned. I was thinking more get behind the truck and then stick the cooker in their necks, you know.
Nah, fuck that. That's weak
Okay.
sauce strategy.
Hey, which is my command, sir.
It's a shame Bill's not here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm back.
Hello, Jörg. How are you doing?
Could be better. Could be better. So,
Ready to
where
eat
am
some
I?
books?
You're still on Overwatch.
Hmm.
Over here.
I wonder if I'll be able to build turret like fucking video game engineers.
Build a sentry.
Erecting a dispenser.
What would be-
Erecting a dispenser.
What would
Someone
be
zapping my sentry.
Someone
Be
zapping my dispenser.
I do
Someone
kind of want.
zapping my teleporter.
I agree with Lozzie. I want Mega to do the whole TF2 engineer speech because that'd be funny.
Mhm.
So it took a lot longer than anticipated to fill up a 2-liter water bottle.
2 years, son.
Yeah. So I can have the big sip in a bit.
Someone
that was a
zapping your
meme.
sentry.
Who are you shooting, Pastor?
I'm shooting at the guy. I'm doing the.
Cool.
Yep. That's.
Really good. This time you managed to see through his flimsy grass disguise, and your bullets find their target, and say there's probably some degree of distress there.
Dab, dab, dab off the jungle.
Oh no, not that.
For fuck's
That
sake!
series was French, wasn't it?
George,
No, it was-
Jungler. It was French or
Wait
Canadian.
a second. I think the reason why we're doing so good in this campaign compared to the other team is that Skog doesn't roll his dice as well against us for some reason.
Oof.
I can't roll for shit today.
No, I think Roll20 just looked upon us with favor.
No, but it's not roll 20.
Rolling physical dice.
Yeah, he's rolling natural dice.
I know. Roll20 is looking well upon us, and
I've
Skog's
missed 2
dice in
rockets.
general.
He missed 2 rockets. What a
We got lucky. His dice just consistently hate him.
Well, I'm the only one with a murder so far.
I cannot hit for shit. He's the worst fucking SWAT team ever.
Bang, bang,
Okay,
bang.
guys, there's like some dudes in a field exploding things. Go deal with them. Alright. Why don't our guns work? Why have 4 of us jammed already?
It's a field of abnormality.
What even
What
is
if-
sniper rifles?
What if we're like subconscious psychics who just managed to get them to jam their own
Slowly
guns?
awakening.
I shall move there. Over
I thought you'd gone off your bike to be cover for Stu.
I don't
Guessing
need
you're
to
getting
get
back
my.
on.
I mean, I don't imagine I actually need to get off. I could just leave now.
You could get back
could just
on and
leave
charge
down.
them with a lance.
Part of me also questions how you're riding a motorbike for shield. I'm not going to think about it too much.
I'm
I
using
mean,
one
you
hand.
mount it sideways across your back.
Dude, you ever seen jousting?
I just hold it with one hand.
Jousters ride with their feet, not their hands.
Oh,
Look, no hands on the handlebars.
Anyway, that's all I'm doing now.
Alright,
Then I'm taking out my shield again.
that's okay.
oh no.
Jörg, still, I don't believe, has an arc of fire on. No.
Jörg is here now, though.
Yep.
Alright, it's your go.
So I can see them, but shooting them would be stupid.
Well,
What?
you can't
What?
really see them.
What?
Oh yeah.
There is a container blocking most of your line of sight. You can nearly see this lad.
Why you jump
Wait,
across
don't
the container, Jörg?
We have to climb up the container first
Can you not
with
just
a heavy
like
machine gun.
Assassin's Creed over the other container?
With a heavy machine gun.
Yes,
really
because it's
smart.
Assassin's Creed, you can literally carry a halberd on your back and do free running.
Fucking
I can barely carry a halberd on a bus.
Get swole.
I guess you're too weak. Oof.
No, they're not
Would
tall
be
enough.
Possible. Just hightail yeah.
6'3" internal ceiling, 6'6" pole arm.
Wait, can I move over here since it's 60?
Yeah.
Oh, how
You
nice
know?
it must be to have a positive dexterity score.
Yeah. So I do such.
Heat.
Alright. Say if you move to not inside the, like, couplings, that's probably a good plan. As there's not really anything to stand on there.
I'm just gonna take a cover under or whatever I can do.
It's fairly substantial cover, so don't worry. So, midnight.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get up here, and I'm gonna take a shot at this guy.
All right.
Actually, I changed my mind. This guy.
Okay. Can you roll an athletics check just to see how efficiently you can climb up?
Not acrobatics.
Either work. Athletics is generally more the sort of, you know, pulling yourself up. Acrobatics is more the, you know, I guess, parkouring your way up.
So, do I
Yeah,
do a
you
Minecraft
can
parkour?
get up there happily.
Ah!
It's not really much to stand on, other than like the bits of wreckage. But yeah. So you're shooting that lad. Despite the proximity, he's been taking some degree of cover inside the vehicle. And your
Alright.
shots
That
just
concludes
sort
my
of pepper
check.
the outside of it. So, yep, you have shot the fuck out of it, don't get me wrong, but he does not appear to have taken any notable injury.
Darn. Thought it was exposing himself.
No, they're in cover. That's why
Alright.
they've... as technically, it's still inside.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here for a move,
Alright.
and I'll take a full burst at him while anime running along the thing.
Okay.
Fucking Naruto.
That is a 25.
It was this lad, yeah?
The one I already shot before, yeah.
Yeah, that's you by some dint of like minor precognition at that point do manage to hit that guy once more, and you he commits lifant.
Power grows. I feel the weed
That's
flowing
what
through
we
me.
commonly call the zone in sniper language.
Yeet. That anime energy is good shit. That's me.
Cool. Right, this time the first of the snipers is going to take a shot at the bike. He is then going to seek cover. The second is just going to do the good old-fashioned try and
Switcheroo.
shoot at Pasta, because line of sight and all.
Is this
Ugh.
an activity?
Ugh.
Is this like the fucking pinata?
Oh! Hola, banga.
Pasta, you remember when you had hit points?
Yeah?
You don't have any anymore, I'm afraid.
How many does it take?
You get hit for 15.
Hmm.
Oof.
I'm just down all my hit points.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. So one of my snipers has hit successfully.
Speaking of which, I will update this.
He's going to cover. Thumper, it is your go.
Can I try to actually do something? Despite being
Constitution save to see how you get on.
Let's try it.
You fall to the floor, having just taken a rather large caliber shell to the leg.
Whoa.
By shell.
I'm up.
There's no arrow to the knee, like, little icon. That's a shame.
Oh no. Oh no. Since it's not a minus, I don't need to try to do a death save.
Yeah,
Right?
you're not gonna die, but you're not having a nice time.
Yeah. Just had to double check.
We'll have to amputate your arm to save your life.
You can decapitate my leg, but not the arm.
No, we're just gonna strap you up with artillery shells.
That's the.
Right, now, can these two apparently, like, coin flip dice do...
Yeah, let's see if I get gunned down by somebody with an LMG who just turns around.
Oh! Oh!
Hollabunga.
Whoa.
Hollabunga.
Well, what happens in Scott?
So 2 of them shot you successfully. For 25 damage combined.
That's it.
Yeah.
I got
rolled
10
really high
health
to
points
hit.
left. And a grenade.
I rolled quite well for damage to hit, just not for damage.
Sombrero doesn't die.
Conversions. Pittman. Gran Stefani.
I'd like to throw. I'd like. What the fuck did you call me?
Oh!
I feel personally
Ren
attacked.
Stefani. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I feel personally attacked. Fuck you, Skunk.
The 2 Norwegians combined
I
to make
always
the
wonder what this
ultimate
tournament
Super Saiyan.
Oh, no.
What happens in Sweden, Norway, and Finland combined into one person?
And Iceland. Don't
Um,
forget them. And Denmark.
I think that's
Wait, I
outside
thought it
of
said
the
Denmark
ring.
wasn't a Nordic.
No, they're Scandinavian, the Danish.
They weren't Vikings.
No, they totally were. Fucking Ragnar
Wait,
came
wait,
from
so you're saying that
Denmark.
Han and Gren and whatnot lied to me?
The
What?
Dutch aren't Vikings. Fuck no.
Yeah. The Danish
Wait,
are.
Yeah, the Dutch.
The Danish are fucking
Yeah.
super
The
Vikings.
Danish are Vikings.
Of
They're not
course.
the
I
same
thought-
thing,
I
you
thought the
fucking
Dutch
idiots.
From Holland to different countries.
They're not the same fucking thing, you goddamn. Jesus
Holland.
Christ.
Holland is spiced up.
Holland's the
Ah,
one with the tulips and the windmills.
Yes.
Next, they'll be telling you that like
windmills.
Denmark's
Luxembourg
the
and
one with
Belgium
all
are
the
two different
Lego.
places.
They are.
Holland is the place that's next to Belgium, Lehman, and France.
Mm-hmm.
You're all part
Denmark
of the
is
same
the one that's
town.
above Germany.
Anyhow, it was Gren's turn, or Gren Stefani,
Yeah,
as because he said.
Direct your attention.
I still feel personally attacked. Fuck you.
It's fine, you should see the ban list on the swamp of people trying to personally attack me.
Yes! You could probably sue whoever's making those accounts for, like, you
I'm
know.
gonna move up to
Oh,
there.
if they were in the UK,
Yeah,
Oh,
you
And
could
I
totally
would
get
like to
some.
report an agent.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly read the list. So we have Skogman Bad, Skog of the Broken Ribs, Skog's Juicy Ribs, and then the related one of Vought Jörg of the Autism Road.
Oh no.
Even I get people who hate me for
Yes.
that goddamn reason.
There are so many of these bootleg accounts.
It's very
And
likely that
that's
it's all
why
fake.
we have
so.
a ban hammer.
but just
have
the
some-
And
prospect,
yet, Alola Stein is not in the server.
yeah, like the prospect that that could definitely be fed makes that so much weirder. Because
Also, they
Mhm.
tried to add me as a friend 2 days ago, to which I went, nah, fuck off.
Fuck off,
definitely
fam.
Alola, definitely Alola, definitely Alola.
Bye,
I'm
Fed.
gonna throw a grenade into the
still have
driver's
grenades?
seat. Yes.
Oh yeah, he does, because he hasn't played for
Wait,
the
there's
last...
somebody in the front seat.
Who
I'm trying
cares?
to
It
blow up
lo-
the car.
Oh no.
Okay, that'll be difficult. It has doors and windows.
Hmm.
Just
You throw
roll
it
it
back.
under the engine then.
The back of the truck has people.
That's true, but that's probably it. Probably has a roof.
Run around the back side, chucking it.
Nah, just roll it
On the
under
backside.
the fucking engine
Don't
block.
have that much movement, man.
Can you not, like, just cruise up
Oh,
and
that's
then
right.
chuck a grenade in?
Also, trying to squeeze a motorbike through that space would be tricky.
You can always just roll the grenade
Oh, no,
under
no, no,
there.
no, wait. Roll the grenade on the front side, like over by the unicorn. Just chuck it over.
I think that's
Jesus fucking Christ.
there.
Yeah.
Then here. No, that's already third. That there is already fuck it. I drive down here, and then I throw a grenade over here.
Okay.
Get your motor running.
I think I'm out to actually come up with some more cohesive rules for how to vehicles.
You might.
Because I have
Until then.
some, but I don't know how they apply to motorbikes, because no one's tried combat from one yet.
I can't move without it.
Yes,
What do
this
you
is
mean
true.
You can't move without it.
He
I have
has a very,
15
very low
foot.
dex score.
I can move 15 foot in around.
When you're that fucking buff, you can't move without a vehicle anymore.
It's not so much buff, more genetic abnormalities.
Oh no! Are you
I have
saying
claws now.
black people can't move like white people?
It's more the fourth DNA.
Hey. I may
It's like
be
a
black.
bootleg Wolverine.
I may be black, but I am not a nigga. Anyway, can I throw a grenade?
You can throw a grenade.
Cool.
Look what I did! A fucking war
Aw.
crime. I feel terrible.
That's gay.
That's
Well, there's
gayest
slightly
damage.
less of the unicorn now, if that's any consolation.
You know,
Okay.
I'm just having fun drawing a swastika.
Oh no!
You do you, I suppose.
Yeah. At this point, we've had way worse things than Alice's drawing on this stream.
I've saved like all of my resources, TBH. Barely used any of them.
Yeah, most of the crew stuff was used on the chef boss fight.
Thank you, like 6 people watching for sticking with us this long.
Yeah, it's been a consistent 6 as well, so
Yeah.
thank you guys. I think Sunday afternoons are a popular position for running this.
Well, at least it's not a
Apparently.
Fortnite stream.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
true.
that game.
Go, Yerk.
Yeet. So I'm just gonna play long con and move only 30 feet, then I'll be able to move and shoot.
But
That's not how HMGs work.
here's the thing,
Yes.
you need to see people shoot them.
Yeah. And you have to, like, set up the heavy machine gun before firing.
So I can move to here.
Yep. If you want to.
I guess there's no ladders on this train to climb up onto the
Nope.
carriages? Oh.
No, it's not a Western film.
Oh.
Wait, but in real life, trains are covered in ladders.
And I'm
Oh,
just gonna
oh,
hug
they're
the
not.
thing as tight as I
All
can,
the-
so...
Wait,
I
so in
get
England
some
have they not
cover.
invented ladders yet?
No, we have this thing where freight vehicles go from one place to another.
Without
while they're in
autistic
motion,
cunts clambering over the vehicles.
Things.
No, dude, every
Unless
train I've
they're
ever seen,
driving
there's-
near France, then people generally don't try and board the vehicle during transit.
No, see, every train I've ever seen, each car has at least one access ladder on each side.
Huh. That must
Only
be an
from
American
Mountain
thing,
Does.
damn.
Yeah, I mean, they might have one onto the platform, but the platform is like 3 feet up. That's like the
thing is,
height of
at
my
least
desk.
one. You have a ladder on each
Shouldn't
end.
do. Why would you have the ladder on the? Why would you have
Right,
the
I
ladder
think
on
you're
the
confusing
outside?
container platforms with boxcars. Let me find you a nice aesthetically pleasing picture quickly.
I don't care about your train fetish.
Like I said, Skog is the train autist among all of us here. Like,
The train test.
the train whisperer.
I mean, I was considering shooting one of these
Real
boys,
retard.
but I have no good weapons. I still have some. I've never actually chosen out any of the weapons we picked out.
Skog knows all the deep lore about trains and locomotive vehicles in the modern world.
Well, locomotives and locomotives as accessories.
So I've still got the basics. I've still got the VR P9 as my favorite weapon at the moment.
The
Thanks
Varap.
for the train guard.
Yeah,
Understandable.
so
Interesting.
I'm not really gonna do any comparable damage to you guys at all.
I'm just gonna put this in the resources chat. It's even an American one, just for you. So yeah,
The Union Pacific Railway. That is like gay Californian railway.
Yeah, Pacific Coast. Yeah, there are no
that looks
ladders.
nothing like the trains I see around here.
Well, yeah, because it's not. It's a container train. That's why it's covered in containers. Observe containers. It's
Yeah.
it's
That should be
not
like a new meme word. Just containers, man.
Containers.
You know, instead
Yeah,
the guy
so
that goes
what I
aliens
usually
on the
see is
History
something
Channel
like
is just gone doing containers.
Boxes?
Yeah,
Yeah, I put it in the resources. That's what I usually see.
Wait, why did that container go over there?
Coal trains.
Those are coal carts.
yeah.
It's the coal train, baby.
That's where I get my electricity from. Lots of coal.
The question I have is
So,
why
Anyway,
why
for
is
my
the
turn.
thing that was here there?
Yes.
Okay,
Because
so
I was demonstrating that they're containers.
Yes.
2 questions. One, how big are the ports they're shooting from?
Quite small and, openable.
Okay, number 2, is the back of the truck open?
It is mostly open, yes. However, again, it is covered with like a heavy flap.
Okay, and 3, what's the roll for medkits?
It is a wisdom check.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for broke. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump the fence to get over here.
Right.
What do I have to roll for that?
Be an athletics or an acrobatics check. You managed to jump nimbly over the fence.
Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and place my grenade within the truck around here.
How do you guys still have grenades?
Stu gave me his last grenade.
I don't.
That is
Yeah.
true, I will say. That
Alright,
one
so you're gonna
grenade.
put your grenade in the back of the truck. Okay,
Alright.
so roll the dex check.
I'm not throwing, I'm rolling it, so it should be pretty easy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you chuck it into the back of the truck. Could you roll me a couple of d6?
Okay. 2d6.
Oof.
Oh. Fuck.
Trucks and stains, light damage.
By the 9, he hit the dab.
And with the equivalent of a slightly loud party popper going off. I think that may be your turn done there, Midnight.
Did the grenade not go off?
It did.
It did, but 1 or 2. Oof.
Yeah.
So that's all the damage it did is 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you really nerfed those.
No, they've been the same the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Grenades have been consistently balanced since this game began, goddammit.
I don't get how we killed the. Wait, we only killed that boss because it took a.
It's because he had a larger hitbox, that was the thing.
Also,
Okay.
you fed him the grenade. It didn't just go off nearby, it went off inside.
Okay, well,
Because
I'd like to
apparently
note
you
that
guys are monsters.
I'd like to note that
Oh,
I
yeah.
am lower than them, so they'd have to turn around and look down. pretty
But
hard.
don't worry, they know you're there.
I hope they don't. But
All
I
right,
guess they do now.
You just throw a grenade at them.
I'm gonna sing the Sword Art Online theme. You know the one I'm on about. And hop in the truck. The double move. I guess that's all I need to do.
Yeah. Alright then.
What is going on?
Dude's trying to hijack the truck.
Stop asking questions and just live in the moment, man.
Yeah.
Why?
It's all we can do to survive.
For fuck's sake. Alright, whoever's... Okay, I think my own guys are going to have a problem with their fucking logistics department today. Oh my god! Okay, I should have kept track of the amount of critical failures I've had and the amount of spent rounds that are just on the floor that were duds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is fucking annoying. Right, Thumper.
Wait. Was that at me or it's Wait.
Yup.
That was 2 shots at Kren.
Oh, okay. So hopefully I don't get mowed down by a 249.
Get fucked.
Yes!
You can regain consciousness enough to make a half move. You're not feeling great.
Fuck it. I'm gonna just end him. I'm gonna end him. I'm gonna do it.
I like that you aimed at Gren then.
No, not Gren.
Don't shoot me.
Not Gren. It ain't Gren I'm going for.
Okay, I see it now.
It's right in front.
Move your mouse back.
Yeah, but you see who I'm aiming for, right?
Yeah, I see it. In your slightly debilitated state, you don't quite hit as accurately as you'd like to, but you do still hit him with a few of the shots as you hear him, like, you know, swearing loudly.
Yes! Can't kill the thump. I mean, you can't stump the thump.
On an unrelated point, Midnight.
Yeah.
You know that guy who just threw a grenade at?
Yeah.
He's not pleased, shall we say, about this situation of events.
No.
No, not at all, I'm afraid. Yeah.
So how much damage do I take?
So, let me just let me quickly check how many hit points you've got, just so I can.
Wait, I think I just misfired.
If I were to say 19, would you believe me?
So I'm dead.
Not quite. You are still technically alive.
So I'm at -9.
Yeah.
Alright. Saving throw time.
that will be soon, yes.
This is
the other
first
guy.
time. This is the first time out of the entire campaign I've been below 0 hit points. No. The first time I've been below 10 hit points.
Yeah. I don't know how you managed that
Good.
so far. I think it's mostly standing at the back being a sniper.
Yeah.
If it's any consolation, one guy hit you with a pretty much a crit, the other guy misfired again. Because apparently it's hit or miss.
CBH, I hope you go below 0 hit points. I can inject a needle into you.
I'm the last human. I don't want to be one of them.
If you get below 0 hit points, you can kiss your humanity. Bye.
No.
Gren,
Mm-hmm.
it's been a bad day.
Yeah?
Yeah. So the guy on the ground that Pastor just shot has seen you with the shield, had a small flashback, and has lit you up briefly.
How
I just need to check one of your stats to make sure I'm actually hitting you at the profile correctly. Yeah. So you take 19 damage. Because it is literally hit or miss. I guess they never fucking hit anything, or they kill people. What is with my dice today?
Ow.
So those two have died. Those two have done. That one's done. Okay. So it's your go.
Now I'm gonna get off the bike. And I'm going to adopt cover
Right.
for a bit more armor class.
Yep.
And this guy who shot me over here,
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot him with my vastly underpowered gun at this point, I'd say.
Cool.
I'm going to do full volley. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's it at now? 2, 8. 10 damage. 9. A 9 to hit.
Yeah. Even with the proximity, a 9 is not quite enough to hit at that range.
Can I
That's,
still move a little closer to him, even though I have reduced mobility? Again.
You can move closer, yeah. Even at the moving close, though, would not aid the. Oh yeah, no, 15 feet, yeah. For 3 foot squares, not 5 foot squares. Yeah, if you want, you can get right up to him and do that.
Hi.
He's not looking too happy about the situation, and his armor does just about save him. However, it's a fairly close thing.
Good. That's what I can do for now.
Cool. Jörg? You're not dead, you're just, like, dying.
Can I count the holes?
Probably.
There were at least 8 before I got finished off.
Oh wait, you're at minus?
Now I am, yeah. Dude, I took 25 health points damage from having 2 guys unload into me, and then I chucked a nade.
Time for the needle, boy!
No.
Everyone gets one.
Jörg?
I'm taking the one.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, back. Cool.
I'm gonna try to give you the Jaguar one.
Okay, so they're currently hiding over there, and they're fucking hidden, and I can't shoot them because.
Well, you know vaguely where they are, and you have a, a high shot weapon.
Well, let's do
You could
it.
try and shoot them through the cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that because fuck them.
Okay then.
Just setting up on the rail, fucking crouching.
LMG displace it.
So that's
Okay.
a full.
Yep. If you are not moving, you can set up.
Oof.
That was a very good damage roll, but
Welcome to 9 to hit club.
That was not a good damage roll for that weapons too.
That's
ah,
5d20.
But yeah. So
that's above
your
no, it's
shots, although you shoot on target, none of the
it's
shots leave telling injuries. However, it looks like it's been attacked by a very large moth now.
Lump.
Death save, please.
Alright. It's
That's
fail,
a
right?
dexterity save, not a death save.
Oh, what do I roll for that?
Okay.
1d10,
on your,
right?
okay, below your hit points, next to the hit dice box, is the death saves box.
By the way, I just realized we're slowly turning into fucking Star Fox.
Is that a success or fail?
That first one is a failure.
Yes. Alright.
Don't
You
die
have
before I can
2
jab you with a
more.
needle.
No time before we're the crew of Star Fox, okay?
Stu, you're in the truck.
Yeah.
I don't
can
want to be
drive the
Crystal.
truck?
You can.
Drive
Give
backwards.
me.
Well, no. Here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna, if Skog allows me to do this, I'm gonna go forward a little bit, and then go. Right, let me show
Hit the
you.
bike.
Beep, 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 and crush those two guys at the back of it.
You can certainly go forwards this round.
Well, I'll do a big deja vu. Can I drift?
Not at this speed in a field.
How far can I go then?
That's a good question.
Because I'm just gonna do a big wheelie, like, you know.
Gotta
deja
be further
vu,
than
I have been in this
50.
place before.
You can probably move about 40 feet this round.
Hell yeah. Let's do this.
Because it doesn't have a very big 0 to 60 time.
I guess that's fair. I can end up facing downwards and then, like, curl around next turn. Yeah.
And now I notice that midnight is down. Or I guess sombrero.
Yes, he's gonna finish me off.
Jesus!
No, I'm going to heal you.
Fuck
on the
my
dock.
dice. Fuck my dice hard.
I'm a medic, I can heal you.
I'm an engineer. I can repair.
Got your medic bag.
We can rebuild him.
A medic bag.
Okay, Skull, we've been going for almost 3 hours now, just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap this up, trust me. My dice are very much on your side, so...
Oof.
Uh,
Are they, though?
Well, as I just rolled a 2...
Wait, did one just tumble out of the vehicle?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
What's your armor class?
My armor class is... Oh, fuck. It's 15.
That's unfortunate, Yerk.
16.
Okay, you take 2 damage.
Oof.
Because...
Damn, son.
Fuck my life.
2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah! Apparently I managed to hit him in, like, you know, the upper arm or something. Where it's kind of fleshy, but not really anything else. Oh dear.
Except my biceps.
Bumper!
Deciding to not use the AK is gonna take out the VR. Try to hit this guy with a semi.
Well, just... Okay,
He's kind of behind a wall.
But isn't there like a window or something?
Oh.
It's sort of like
No.
a window, but it's also sort of not a window.
can I just point out, it took me
If
until
I
now to
can see
realize...
him, I'll try to shoot him. But if I don't, I don't.
Can I point out, it took until now for me to realize the unicorn didn't have a crucifix for a horn?
What?
Why did you imagine? Oh, because of the. Oh, I see.
Because there's a
I
death
don't get it.
status effect on it.
Okay,
Oh.
so no window.
Despite the
or-
moving vehicle, you do manage to hit them, Pastor.
Yes.
Vroom vroom.
Room, room,
And it is
motherfucker.
now the few survivors goes. So I'm going to see, does this guy... No. Okay, fine.
Why
Fine.
shoot Stu in the back of the head?
Yeah.
If he stands up, he's getting an AOO.
Gren is armored and is in a decent position, so my guy fucks that up as well, apparently.
21 AC, nigga. I'm trying my best.
Oh no.
Still got 6 viewers.
Okay.
Lovely.
Can execute the guy on the ground. In front of me.
He's not on the ground.
Oh, okay, can I shoot him in the face?
Well, he is on the ground technically because he is, standing on it. You can try and shoot him in the face, however, it will provoke the ability to, dodge, potentially.
Can I punch him?
Yeah.
Okay. I should punch him in the face with my knuckle duster.
Understandable.
I rolled a 2.
Oh! I'd like to think you're distracted by him also fumbling at hitting you. And I'd say that you'd probably assume it was a feint, and you'd go in for a block instead, but no follow-up blow comes. Apparently, nobody entered the punching zoo today.
Wait, you weren't pretending to be retarded.
Is that all then? Bren?
I don't think I can do much else. So yeah.
Cool. Jörg,
Can I just sweep them?
you can attempt to do so, yes.
Okay, attempt to cleave them with a 4. Let's hope it doesn't.
Whoa.
Come on! At this point, it's fucking bullshit!
Good damage roll this time, though.
Your dice are like mine.
That's the sad thing. You get high damage these days, but no accuracy.
Oh, what the...
I blame Roll20 and their bullshit algorithm.
Yep.
There has been a consistently all over the place dice rolls tonight.
So that's what I would have rolled if I'd rolled 5d20 on damage.
Yeah.
Roll 20 gay? Question mark.
Yeah.
As the two guys are attempting to be in some form of cover in your shots, just sort of whistle overhead in a sort of like
Hide behind the
chattery...
unicorn.
When your gun
I would
sounds like your
suggest you're
gun.
probably gonna start running low on ammo on the belt soon.
When you chose the gun that sounds like a fucking midnight siren.
Midnight. Death saving throw, please.
Alright, cool. Come on, sweet release.
That is,
Oof.
given your injuries, a second failure.
Don't
Wait,
fucking
do I have to roll a
die.
9? Wait, do I have to roll a 9 or a 19?
I generally go with a 50-50
Oh.
when the damage is bad, so
10.
like a 10, yeah. Ugh.
Wait. Oh, it's a d20. I thought it was a d10.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Oh, it's a
That
D20.
changes everything. Alright.
Yeah, that was 2 bad rolls so far. Oof. Stu.
Okay, how far can I pivot the vehicle to carry?
You'd probably be hard pressed to turn quickly, but you could probably turn slowly and be facing back the way you'd come.
I should be able to move slightly faster than a fucking motorbike.
Wait,
Oh, you can move faster. It's the turning circle is the issue.
Yeah, fair enough.
As the faster you go, the bigger the turning circle.
The problem is there's a lot of shit in my way. Here's the thing. I could try and aim for them, but I'll probably hit Pittman, which I don't want to do. I could go for those guys, but I'll probably hit the bike, which I don't want to do. So I guess I'll go for the autistic or something like that.
Well, you've got
So
60 feet of movement this round.
Okay. Let's see.
60.
I guess I'll end up there. Maybe? Yeah. And then I can decide what I want to do.
Running in the 90s.
Maybe I'll do that, yeah, and then... Problem is, the unicorn's going to slow my impact, which is kind of bad. So I won't be able to probably kill those guys. Then again...
ridiculous statement. The unicorn will slow my impact.
Then again, it doesn't... The
You say
motives...
that, but that's correct.
Well, here's the thing. Even though it'll slow my impact, as long as I hit these guys, they'll be crushed underfoot, so... Yeah? Because they won't be able to slide under the truck, because the unicorn will be under the truck as I impact them, so they'll be crushed with motor force. Aren't I a lovely role player? Oof.
Yay.
I guess that's my turn, yeah.
Yep. The first of the marksmen manages to hit Jörg this round for 10 damage. The second one has turned his attention to the truck that is rapidly coming back towards them.
The
And
death
he is
truck.
aiming at the truck itself.
This is a truck of peace, inshallah.
Oh no.
And he manages to take out one of the front tires.
Oh no!
Oh no, inshallah.
Oh no, inshallah! I must detonate early. No.
Oh no no.
I'll only kill all the chavs on the street, not the Houses of Parliament.
Nani?
No.
Trackless drifting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drift in this thing if the tire's fucked.
Roll your dexterity save.
Master,
Okay,
how you doing over there?
yeah.
I
Far
love how
away,
Past is the only one trying to play normally. No.
I'm gonna have to try to roll the Constitution again, right?
Yeah.
I could have played
See
that
how I
so
do?
safe.
You have an action.
A full action?
You have.
Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so...
Or it's a move or a action though. It's one or the other though.
Okay. Well, then that goes out the window. Time to just hit it. Oh, it did it again, sorry.
Whoa.
Get the crits out of the way early.
Thank God I
Good
didn't.
thing I don't have a
get
walk
that.
chart on this game.
Thank God I actually didn't get that one. Or get that next turn. In that case, I do... Fuck it, we'll keep 2v
Oh.
Alright.
Oh, would you stop
Use the
fucking dying?
You do manage to hit him, however it is outside of the effective range of the
True that.
rifle's ammunition, so it does reduced damage.
Why are you
However,
using the AK?
Right now
I'm
I was just thinking VRR.
But you
For the
have
sake of
an AK.
I know. Conserving ammo and also
No!
fucking ammo has
Fuck
weird
that!
wacky effects.
Don't conserve ammo in a situation like this. This is what ammo's for. Don't play this like a video game where you're like, oh, I'm playing Fallout, I've got all this cool ammo, I better save it for when I need it. This is when you need it, fam.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh man, I better save my power armor. I might need it for something after I've gone to the glowing sea and beat the game.
That's not the point.
It is the point,
I'm not
like...
conserving ammo generally, because, oh, it's gonna be something cool down the line.
No,
I'm
because
conserving
think
ammo
about it
'cause
this way, Pastor.
what
We're
if
gonna
we
loot
fucking
these...
get out?
We're gonna
No,
loot the
you're-
bodies
this
and
is
get
the
ammo.
emergency you're worried about. This is it.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna
You do
loot these
realise
guys for their ammo.
You realize we're
like-
on a. You do realize we're already on a badly supplied scouting mission. There's no conserving ammo. That's just finding new.
Either way, it's done.
I know. I'm just saying, like, seriously, dude, go all out on this one.
Yeah, I did, and look what I got.
So, Jörg, it's not exactly your best day. You know how you have 7 hit points?
Oh yeah, they're gone.
And, yeah, those 7 are gone, and then another 8.
Stop killing my
I
people.
might have to send in a second team to help you guys.
Alright, guys,
Oh, dear.
we'll
This guy's
convene
fucking
next week
dumb.
with another
I'm
party.
Rolling a fucking.
There's this. I believe
I'm
in
joking, I'm
this.
joking.
Good
We'll see
news,
how this
Gren.
goes.
You know that like autistic slap fight that you and that other guy are having?
Hmm? Yeah.
Oh, I can't hit shit.
So you didn't hit me? Okay. Let's
Well,
see
that's
if I can hit
embarrassing.
him back.
Hitman.
Let's see if I can hit him back. Actually hit him on the face.
Will the Void Rangers end their reign tonight? Will
There
they
we go.
It's all
survive?
because I decided to blow up a train. Yeah.
There we go. I hit, I think.
You punch him to the floor.
Yeet. Now Doom rape him to death like the Doom guy.
But you
Nah,
say like
fuck
Doom
that.
Dasher. Doom Dasher's technique is to leave via the airlock. Shut-
I move to the next one.
no.
and then hide
Hey,
in a
nigga.
locker.
In. I'm gonna get you, nigga. I'll get
Hey,
you,
nigga, I'm gonna
bitch.
fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up. Don't. If you don't want me to fuck you up, then lay down on the floor while I take care of my people.
Yeg.
Gun some fucker down, please.
Death save. So that's a.
That's
Oh
a button.
shit, Jörg's on
It's a
crits.
button.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You can find it under temporary hit points.
Oh fuck!
Mm.
Well, that's one of them down.
Whoa. Oh. I'm glad I continued to
Pull
keep streaming
through.
this.
He
This
could
is
pull
ridiculous.
through. It will be fine.
It's
If
the
all
alien,
of you
man.
die-
Hey guys. Hey
If I
guys.
turned into alien,
Hey kids, wanna see a dead body?
Oh no!
Even if oh, no.
Oh no, is this it? Is that it?
Sombrero may be dead.
Whoa. Press
Well,
F lads in the chat. Oh no.
He never got the redemption he desired.
We should play the Titanic theme. That's what we should do in the end.
No.
Hey, if my guy dies, I'm rolling a bloodhound from fucking Apex.
I'm gonna find the
Legends to add to the
Titanic.
cancer just to spite.
I'm gonna find the Titanic sung by flute. Like,
Can you play Wrong Side of
And
Heaven
the
by
bot's
Five Fingers Death Punch?
down. Whee!
it's not down, is it?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Right, let's get another bot in here. Oh.
Yeah, no. No, Riven's
Some.
back.
How
Riven's
do we
been
get another
awful
bot
all
in
day.
here? Do we get Fred boats?
I don't think it'd be worth it for the comedic timing afterwards.
No, I
It
think
is, however, your ghost do. Do you want to try and pull this back?
No, I'm gonna add it to my Discord, the Fred boat. Authorize. Please select server of the Imperial Fleet. Yes. I'm not a robot, thank you, Discord. Okay,
I think
what are the
people
commands
more
for
used to
Fred
them today.
boats?
It doesn't matter how much you spam it at midnight. It's still, you know, down.
Eureka.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, play. I'm not permitted. Whoa! Fuck you, Fredbo! I gave you the best roll! I gave you the best fucking roll! What happens if I give you grand
Okay,
roll?
even with permissions, it doesn't do it. So I think we're just gonna have to listen to it on your own end. I think
Oh,
it's your ghost.
And that's how a bot Fortnite dances on you.
who can say where the bot goes? No need to...
What the rhythm knows. Only time.
Skog, can I run over these cunts without hitting Gren?
Roll me a.
I'll roll
What is an
anything.
appropriate roll for that?
Dex?
I'd say a
Dexterity.
dexterity roll.
Okay, can I add +5 for rage mode?
No, that's not how driving
Deja
works.
vu, I have been in this place before. Higher on the street.
I must summon thy power.
What is that thing they say in like the drift anime where it's like, oh my god, he is drifto.
He's got the drift power.
I'm seeing a
inertia
future
drift.
problem with this, Stu.
What?
Are you sure this is a good idea before we finalize the move?
Why? What's happening?
Look at the positioning.
Gren will be fine.
Yeah.
Oh no, midnight.
Yeah, but Midnight's dead.
You know?
Yeah, I'm dead. I had
I'm
all
sure
three.
about this.
I can still fucking save him.
Also,
Don't fucking.
Come on, come on.
alright, if that's what you want to do.
Do the honors of burying Sombrero like his ancestors on the side of the road in a 1-foot ditch.
God damn it.
Can I
Do it
hit
if
the
you could.
brakes and drift before I hit Midnight?
I'm dead. What are you holding back?
In which direction? To the left or to the right?
To like swing the vehicle, be like deja vu, like that.
Literally, none of us have made a check to see if Sombrero is dead yet or not. We have no idea.
I don't know how this game works when people die. That's the thing.
I've not
It's a
had it
medicine
happen yet,
check.
to be honest.
Yeah,
It's a medicine check. You check to see if
yeah,
they're
but
dead.
he lost 3 death saves. So I thought that's just your
But
dead
you
mate.
don't know that.
Okay, well I'll drift then, because we don't know that, I guess.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Did he fall out?
Oh, checks!
What?
Wait, they passed their
just
checks to
Dex?
dodge? Wow.
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I guess
roll
I'll keep
2
going
nat
and hit this
20s.
cunt then.
You'll hit him at the beginning of the next round.
Okay.
What is with my dice rolls? I can't hit people unless I kill them, and then I can own.
Damn it.
I am gonna buy new dice. That's what I'm gonna do after this game. You have let me down for the last time, dice. Again.
I love how the chat all pressed F as well in return.
Okay, so. Guy number 1 is gonna shoot your left. Oh, for fu- Okay, this dice can roll things that aren't just nat 20s. So, Stu, you know how you were down a tire on the right side?
Yeah.
And also the left now,
Oh no.
which is a mistake on my part with how all that's going to happen, but, you know, thinking ahead, thinking in the moment type thing. Fuck. Right. Grant, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
Gren's AFK.
absent, I think.
Joker's
Bollocks. Remind Gren that he's got an attack of opportunity, and it's past his go. Oh, I laughed and it
That's,
hurt then, that's reassuring.
That's the first thing. I can either fuck it up for, damn it.
Here we go. It's working.
It happened! I can either fuck it up for Gren or I can fuck it up for Stu. Because I
Guys,
can't hit this guy.
press F for the stream.
You can.
Also, I probably have to roll Constitution again, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna roll a Constitution, and if I succeed, I'm just gonna try to bash my... Yeah.
I think this is potentially the most lethal encounter I've ever run. Apart from ones at LARP where I got 3 consecutive TPK.
Just think, this wouldn't have happened if an RPG didn't miss.
Gren, I've got it playing.
Joker, you're
The
bad.
entire session's been over. Killed them all. Okay, I'll see you next week.
Okay, this round you don't feel up to do anything past it. However, Gren, can you make me an attack of opportunity?
What? What?
Because that nigga dodged
Can I
out of the
punch
way
it?
of the truck.
Can I punch him?
Yes! How dare you dodge from the Inshallah truck?
Fucking get it!
Get fucked!
For peace.
Oh.
Fucking get hit!
You punch him so hard he falls into the truck and hits ground.
Fuck.
Well, as I have one option currently available, as I'm about to get Truck of Peace. You know what's good about this?
This music's very appropriate.
You guys are gonna have no ammunition to steal because they're just ejecting it as dud rounds every single fucking turn.
Oh god, she sings in this version, no?
Oh wow. I do believe my friend in there had all intentions for you to get hit, so I can't hit you with a goddamn truck. I can't hit you with a goddamn fist.
Fists of Fury.
Well, I
Unleashed.
think we have a better name for the episode, Truck of Peace.
Punch him
Possibly
again.
cry havoc and let loose the trucks of war.
Trucks of war, I like that one.
Actually, no, I think Truck of Peace works better, because Trucks of War would, be implying something a bit more interesting than just kind of slithering around a field, occasionally knocking people over.
How about Truck of Pieces?
It could work. Unfortunately, Gren, he manages to parry you on the sort of, bulk of his rifle as he interposes it. I'm as
Just
surprised
saying.
as you are, to be honest. I am getting rolls all over the fucking place.
Oh god!
Yerg, death save, please.
Here we go again.
Don't you die. Don't you fucking die.
Don't you dare
Yeah,
die!
only one failure.
Oh
God damn it! Stop dying!
Wait, is that 2 for 2 or is there one more go?
I have one more go.
I'm gonna remove
Why
it
you
from
won't
this
die?
for the time being. So Stu.
Inshallah, brother. I'm gonna run this guy over.
Alright, 1 second.
Can I at least drift a bit so I don't hit the train?
Not really. You don't have any front tires anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Fuck off,
Fuck
peace,
it.
here we go!
He just fucking.
Now the good news is that I made these fences as movable assets.
Okay, what's playing now?
This is so sad.
Well, the good news is he didn't dodge. Is
How much damage does a truck apiece do?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with like.
I'm bringing in Apex Legend just to spite.
Are we making this hard for you, Skog?
A little bit. So, somehow, through some freak of chance, you only knock him over and he doesn't go into the wheels.
What? Fuck
He is
off.
underneath the truck and is pinned.
Alright, well, fuck him, he's not fighting. I can poke him in the dick next round, I guess.
Could you roll me a reflex save, Stu?
Yes.
You mean a dexterity save?
Yeah.
Oof. That was a bad roll. Jesus.
You'll need to make a... Could you make a constitution save for me?
Oh, my favourite kind of save. Hell yeah. 20 for
You
the
are
night.
not stunned.
Yeah!
And
Boy.
nothing happens, and you strike the container.
I rolled
It's
20
all
on
good,
the
Stu.
worst
It's
save.
all good. What even is monetization? Am I right, fellas?
Yeah. I never
Um,
monetized to begin with because YouTube was like, sorry, your debit card isn't, like, good enough for us, mate. Can you re-enter it? I'm like, fuck off. So I did try to monetize at one point, but it was like, no, your bank
Welcome to
details
the-
aren't good enough, mate.
Welcome to the day of
Gren, you
peace.
get an attack of opportunity.
As he tries to run away,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Squad morale broken.
Squad broken.
You tried to kill my people, you gonna stay here, boy.
I don't have a second.
What's this edgy music we're listening to?
Yeah. Wrong side of
I
heavy.
figured that much.
Oh, this is Midnight's music, isn't it?
Thumper.
Yeah.
Okay, since he's running away and he's outside of Thumper's field of view, he's gonna think at him.
Alright.
Your brain will make a delicious meal.
This...
I'm gonna check my messages in concern.
Oof.
Pastafari, there we go.
I'm fairly certain Five Finger Death Punch are pretty protective of this shit, though. By the way.
I'll just skip it. There we go.
Oh, I thought you had bot muted on YouTube. I couldn't hear any.
Oh no, I've had it playing because I don't know what the fuck this is.
Oh, never mind. Sorry about that.
It's-
No, because it wasn't showing up on my audio for YouTube, so I thought you had it muted.
Only one left? Question mark.
Very edgy imagery.
I mean, yeah, it's a strong image you got there. You got a dice roll?
Yes. Let's go.
Alright.
Should I also do a constitution save on top of that, or?
Nah, I'll let you think of people.
Okay.
That shouldn't be too straining.
You say that.
You're somewhat wholesome.
Okay,
If
good.
I die, I'm bringing it fucking Bloodhound from Apex Legend of the Spite.
Oof.
The other guy who had fell out of the truck at an earlier point is running off to the south of the screen.
What a fucking pussy.
Fucking.
Guy underneath the truck is gonna continue to be underneath a truck. Oh,
Stay there.
no, yeah, he is definitely under the truck.
Got his dick stuck in the wheels.
Fucking stay there. Oh,
I'm gonna
Okay, so-
spear him in the dick.
By
when I get-
technicality, if nothing else, combat is over.
Oh really? Okay, well, Skog, I'm gonna run over and be like,
I'm gonna run over.
Welcome to Londistan, cunt. And I'm gonna roll my spear.
I'm going to roll medicine on sombrero.
Do I hit him?
And Thumper's gonna try
You
to heal
poke
himself.
at the corpse, yeah?
Oh, is he
He's
dead?
dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Yerg dead too?
They're all dead,
No,
Dave.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
so
has
it's
a death save to roll.
Shit.
Yeah,
death save.
Yerg, you should roll your death save.
If I die, y'all are.
I'm gonna hold Yerg's
Oh, come
wounds.
on!
Okay,
Well, I'm
that's
gonna hold his
different.
wounds in.
So, yeah, Stu is holding wounds. You cannot die while he is there.
Yeah.
There's an 18 medicine check there.
That's for
You act
checking
quickly,
sombrero.
and you will be able to attempt to recover Sombrero. However, it will
I'm
be difficult to recover him at this point.
I will attempt this. I will use 1 needle of solution first.
Okay.
Oof.
Stab it into his chest. I'm telling you now, boy, you ain't dying before I tell you to.
I don't think a
And it ain't
solution is going
today.
to compare to the treatment we get on the ships.
Probably not, but I'm going to give you very in-depth field dressing.
Oof.
So a solution, and
Wait. Why just one solution? You got to use all.
no.
The
Yeah, 3 of
final
them.
Fuck off.
solution. Dreams fade away.
Make me a jellyfish.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm gonna try to do a little bit of just med pack to try and do a little bit of stabilization as well.
Alright. Well, you can recover 9 hit points worth of, getting shot violently in the chest, which I think puts you at -1.
I guess he just does a natural healing to take him out of crit then.
Well, the solution is working, as is the conventional healing.
So is
know.
he stabilized?
Sombrero is currently stable, but critically injured.
You should probably get over here, Doc, and heal the resident French man. Before his guts fall out.
shoot that, Thumper.
Focus on the Frenchman, goddammit. I'm still alive. He's standing on the ground.
I'm
almost
not
dying.
talking about that. Come over here. Make sure this boy doesn't die while I go check on the Frenchman.
Okay.
See, he
Don't
holds
talk
his
for me.
wounds.
Yeah, I'm going to roll just some combat healing.
Midnight, you might become a furry yet.
Okay, Jörg can regain 14 hit points, but he is still in a critical condition.
I know they both are. They need to be taken to a mock
Bet.
Yeah. Either.
I think at this point we're probably better off putting Sombrero in a bucket.
Sort of
What
hosing
I-
him off the field.
Oh Jesus. What I think we need is to get back to somewhere I can set up a mock hospital wing. Or maybe
I was thinking of taking the truck, dressing up like them, and going in, sneaking behind the lines. But having so many dead people in the party is
inconvenient.
I
Yeah.
Skog, we should probably end it here, I think, because
Yeah, we can end it there.
yeah, we've been
You collect
going.
the uniform.
So guys,
Take
we
it
were like,
later.
oh yeah, it's going to be a 1.5 to 2 hour session. No, no, that never happens.
Nah, we gotta.
It's 5 minutes or 2 hours. That's how combat works.
Yeah.
At least it was not a fucking The Mitch episode.
Yeah, that's true. Mitch episodes are pretty bad.
4 hours of PvP.
Jesus.
Do any of you have any final thoughts before we close the stream for good?
I'm just glad this wasn't a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Like the other one.
All I can say is, whoops. And I'm going to buy some new dice.
Oof.
I mean, almost dying is healthy in a tabletop.
Alright.
It reminds you you might die.
Well done, Pastor. Well done. And on that bombshell, good night, folks. We'll see you soon. Have a good day.